All right, welcome everyone to the final chapter of Living Force Among the Stars. Been a long ride. I've been running this story for over 2 years now, I think it's been. All of us, the second half of it has been a good year, I think. Should have looked up when that first episode ran, but been a long journey. Some new faces, we have some old faces back now, and see we can close it out. So looking at last session, after taking out the Black Queen and the Believers, you had received a distress call, a summons from Narama, that he knew Len Marcus was back, knew that he was up to something back in the system, and he had some information to hopefully help deal with him, figure that out. So you rushed out to the asteroids to talk with him because he said, you know, this needed to be a in-person matter. And you arrived, had to deal with some defense systems that were set up in this facility, but you were able to get past that. Unfortunately, though, hung up a bit too long and showed up at the last moment to see Narama basically executed in front of you by one of Len Marcus's men, while Marcus taunted you from afar digitally through the screens of the facility. But Narama was able to share one last piece of vital information in the form of a small data chip implanted in his wrist. Grabbing that, threw it into a data pad and decrypted that, and it simply had 2 words: Jack's Warehouse. And that's where we begin today. Jack's Warehouse, 2 words that Narama put his life on the line to make sure you learned. 2 words that he needed to keep from Len Marcus. This warehouse you are all very likely familiar with, those that, especially those that frequented the cities on Cularin, Hedrit specifically. A warehouse that abandoned for 2 years now stands derelict on the riverfront in Hedrit. Unfortunately, it does little to distinguish it from much of the rest of the district, and after some recent incidents, a number of buildings crashing to the ground, only the sturdiest and the most desperate find themselves here. As you approach the warehouse, you see these individuals scurrying away in the shadows, emaciated Trandoshan, pulling a cloak over his shoulders. A plump Ithorian growls drunkenly from a doorway. A too tall, too thin Twi'lek shoulders a pack and does his best to stay out of line of sight. Nobody wants to see anything, and nobody wants to be seen. Overhead hang the twin suns, Morasil and Termatus, much closer together than usual, and as ever, they see it all. So, the 4 of you arrive at Jack's Warehouse. What do you do?
What does the warehouse look like it has in terms of like lights on the outside, security, that sort of thing?
It's very dilapidated. This is a very rundown part of town now.
Okay.
Yeah, there's dirt, grime, scorch marks all over the side of the building, pretty much. Yeah. Maybe a few lights here and there, street lights, half of them working.
Valen will turn to Dak and Lan and Dem. So, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I don't tend to frequent places like this. Is this normal?
I do. It's normal enough. I think it's just a little bit more ominous when we know someone's waiting for us.
I think that's what's getting me. I don't know what's waiting for us. All we know is he told us to go here. He didn't tell us what we would find exactly.
Yeah.
Do we knock?
The entrance to the facility, to the warehouse, facing the street, marred by old scorch marks itself. Blaster fire clearly. And the door is, you can see it, but there's piles of refuse that are kind of been built up against it, it seems. You know, not really barricading it, but just built up.
Lan just sort of wordlessly slips on his respirator. This place stinks. I've been here a couple times, but I'll never get used to that smell.
You remember not too far from here, Lan, the fighting pits nearby that you had a good hand at. Think about maybe having to come back and defend your title.
Little some old fighting bruises. I'm probably still working off from that. Lan turns to Dak and says, "Well, you've always been more of a wordsmith than I am. You think you could sort of do your magic and smooth talk our way through this unsavory bunch?"
Absolutely. Get us into this warehouse and see what old Narama's left for us. Can't imagine it's anything too good in a dump like this, but maybe that was his intention. Hide something where nobody would look. Because who else would come here unless they absolutely had to?
You heading inside?
Yeah. I think we'll just go ahead and start heading towards the door and making our way inside.
You step up to the door, the grimy door there, and go to push it open, and it does. Opens with a creak. It's definitely gone through the sands of time to really cause its age. Something scurries across the ground at your feet as you do as well. Some sort of rodent or something as the light from outside seeps in. You see piles of crates scattered about, shelves empty. Give me perception checks as you come in.
Okay. Now, when you say crates, you're spelling that with a C, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. Valen and Lan, you come in and you see, as I had mentioned, and beyond that, though, there's nothing that stands out. It is just an old junky warehouse. Nothing seems of value. Let's see. Everyone can offer this. Yeah, we'll do this. Let me lore check.
Okay. This is more of a DM question in general, but like, do perception checks usually count for like taste and stuff? Like, if there's a horrible taste in the air?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
they,
so we
they
could taste
generally
this
can
garbage,
cover
maybe?
basically all the senses. Say
Okay.
that again?
I said so we can
Taste,
taste the
smell.
garbage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I rolled low. I don't taste anything.
Either that or it all tastes like the same kind of garbage.
I wish I could grab. I don't understand.
Oh, I didn't click the thing.
That's yeah. Doomer, do you use this thing? Isn't there a way to grab the? If someone doesn't hit the right thing, I don't know how that works, but
I'm not sure.
it's all right. Either way, Lan, you are you don't recall. Valen and Dak. Something just kind of hits you in your memory, and you know it's probably actually very appropriate that it was the two of you that remembered this, recalled this. But you know that there's a pretty extensive mural outside on the side of the warehouse. He picks the system. That's, you know, drawn a lot of attention before.
It's like a cultural artifact kind of thing? Like a hieroglyphic type?
Maybe not that ancient, but
But like depicting a story, kind of like a pictograph, kind of.
It's not a story. It's more just a mural of the universe, but
Okay. Well, remembering that mural, I guess we could go take a look at it. Maybe there's something you wanted us to look at there. There's nothing of significance here. At least nothing I can see or hear. I'm not willing to taste it, but I'm willing to bet it doesn't taste good. So would we know where that is?
yeah, it's just outside around on the side of the yeah.
All right. So I'll hang and go check that out.
As you head around to go find that, Valen, the force seems to call out to you, to speak to you, and you almost feel like, not like a true vision, but more of like an audio vision, if you will. And you just hear in your mind, there is a way for the light to beat the darkness once and for all.
Did anybody else hear that?
Hear what?
Never mind.
The Force is your ally. Call on its power and it will sustain you.
Okay. He's like, so with that, is everybody else following me to the mural, or am I splitting
I'm
off
sure
from the
y'all
crew?
want to stay inside this warehouse full of crap. I'll take the opportunity to go outside as well.
Just didn't want to split the group in this creepy warehouse, that's all. A fitting
And
end.
with that, you all head outside, back out into the dingy street here of this district of Hedrit, and make your way around the side of the warehouse. With all the dirt and grime and scorch marks on the other faces of the building, you're shocked to find this face covered with the intricate mural. Not really taking much damage. The entire side taken up with the starscape, crisscrossed with red and white lines converging on two brilliant blue and white stars and three paler blue stars scattered across the mural. In the center is what can only be Morisil, the ancient yellow sun that even now hangs above Cularin. Delicately etched into the swirl of yellow and red that make up Morisil is a very distinct human-shaped eye. All the colors look as though they were painted just yesterday. And as you look up and the mural catches your eye, and then as you take that in the shadows very nearby, a figure catches your eye as well. And you turn, and as they step out of the darkness, you see a very familiar blue-skinned face.
Krellin steps forward and he says, "Hello, It's been a while. But as he walks forward, he looks rather different. He is completely clean-shaven. He's wearing very nice and, tight-fitting but more casual clothes. His hair's tied back neatly, and he looks somewhat like he has his life together. So completely different.
Went and got yourself respectable after leaving us, huh?
Went and got yourself a new blue person. He waves at the new person. Hello. Don't believe we met.
Dem waves back. Dem Vomez.
Krellin. I don't know how to introduce myself anymore. I'm not really a investigator of like I used to be. I say as I'm hiding behind a creepy warehouse.
I was gonna say, you just stalking shadows now? I don't.
What
Cool
have you been
new
up to,
hobby.
Mr. Krellin?
Oh, some traveling, not much. He doesn't look like that's the full story, but I've got around.
We've dealt with you enough to know that, yeah, there's probably a full story. No, we're not going to get it. But we're happy to see it just the same. What brings you out here? Did Narama send for you too?
No, I was just, venturing around the galaxy, doing some stuff. Eventually came across some leads and rumors, and it, for better or for worse, brought me back to Cularin. And this wall, this mural, started looking into it. Quite a weird anomaly, especially, he says, looking around at the surroundings, that it's in such a pristine shape. Yeah, that was really it. Just another mystery to solve. Brought me back to all of you folk, so I'm sure my lifespan's been significantly shortened. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Have you found anything since you've been here?
It's a bit of a weird mural. Seems to be a bit of a map. Kind of a puzzle. Doesn't really make any sense. Specifically the constellations on it. They are, scientifically speaking, impossible and will never happen. But then we disappeared for a decade, and so did the Cularin system, but the rest of the galaxy didn't. So things are a bit messed up, but the constellations, good news, are possible now. It's probably not good news. It's never good news. But I assume that's why you're here? Because of this? You didn't come all this way just to see me, did you?
I mean, if we had known you were here, sure. But, no. No, we didn't. Narama sent us. We don't know why.
He's not doing great.
No?
Yeah. No, he's dead.
No.
Oh.
Lynn, remember the guy we chased before the whole 10-year thing happened, Lynn Marcus?
Oh, he's still around, yes.
Yeah, he's back.
Wasn't he with the Believers or something?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. How are they doing?
No, we've killed a couple of them, but there's a few more to take care of.
Oh, excellent. Well...
To be honest, I think more of the Believers have killed themselves than we've killed of them. Sort of, they sort of keep scoring own goals. Not sure what their strategy is.
Oh.
Never interrupt your enemy while he's busy making a mistake. I believe that's taught in Jedi Combat 101.
It is. I've heard that a few times in my travels. Don't know if it's true, but I don't plan to find out. But good news. Constellations, as I said, they'll happen tonight. I don't know what the place is, but it's somewhere in the jungle. I've written out, and he holds up like a physical piece of paper. I've written out what I believe are the correct coordinates. I was gonna go probably get myself killed tonight. If you'd like to join me.
Valen, as you take a look at those coordinates, you would immediately recognize where those lead to, with your connection with the Terrasin here on Cularin, leads to. Oh, where is that at? Is that in your stuff there, Krellin? I'm trying to find the specific.
Oh.
Basically, a sacred tree of the Terrasin.
The Jahala trees? Or something else?
Yeah, but it's
Sacred
one
Heart
specific.
Don't they have like a like an Yggdrasil kind of thing, a world tree
Tree. Yeah.
sort of thing, or a Deku tree, great Deku tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Which
that.
actually
Like that
is
tree from
hilarious that you mentioned that. And the heart tree, that's what it is. The heart tree is what it is
Okay,
called,
heart
and
tree.
you would definitely be familiar with this. So as soon as he shows you those coordinates, you know right away, and you recognize, there's definitely significance of that amongst the Terrasin, and their culture and things like that. Deep within the jungle.
On that note, knowing that, aren't there some sort of like Darksider group that the Terrasin have? Like, is it possible they're involved in this?
I think you're
The
referring
Weird?
to the Weird, yeah, WYRD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's potential.
Yeah, potential.
So relay to the rest of the group, like, well, I trust Krellin. I just do not like where he wants to send us.
Well, that makes one of us at least that trust him.
Well, I invited you. You don't have to go.
Well,
No, you're not a believer
the will
yourself.
of the Force and all that,
Oh no, I spent enough times with Cult this past year. I mean, I traveled with some Jedi, and they are batshit insane. I mean, the ones in Cularin are weird enough, but the ones out there, I mean, their sense of determination, their code of ethics is admirable, but they don't follow it too well. Like, they preach peace, but I've never seen anyone kill faster than a Jedi.
That sounds like a challenge for us today, Lan.
I'm standing right here, Krellin. Standing right here. Thanks.
Smiles at Valen.
Give me.
Good to have you back.
Give me here. Let me call for it again. Just make sure you click the thing this time, Lan. Man, I bumped up the dice size on the screen. They're massive. I don't know. You guys probably don't see it, but
I get
Lan
them
is
coming up on
lagging
mine.
out, and Krellin, you can roll one as well. And they're on
I
the.
didn't even notice that.
Oh,
Yep.
it might. I don't know if
Mine
it's a
roll.
problem, Todd. But you gave us access to Dem's sheet, so would that give us access to the rolls here too? I don't know if that's confusing things.
It shouldn't, because.
I think I saw one on mine, so I could click for Dem, but I don't know if.
Oh,
I'm
I
just-
see. Yeah, I can turn that
I
off
mean, I
quick.
could have clicked it, I just didn't click it. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I didn't, but yeah, I don't know if that would cause some sort of error.
Shouldn't, but. Okay. Did you roll, Lan?
Yeah, I'm reloading the page because I
Okay.
just lagged out for some reason.
All right. Well, let's see. Krellin, at least, yeah, with crazy perception, is gonna go ahead and notice that there's a small little orb-shaped droid nearby. You just pick it up, maybe like just in your eyesight in the distance, floating as it kind of seemed to like pull up over some rubble and then turn, and then it seems to like speed away.
All right, Krellin will say. I assume the floaty little droid over there that's spying on us is not yours?
Nope.
Well, we only have a quaking monkey lizard.
Oh god, you still have that thing.
We have a droid back on the ship, but that ain't ours.
He has a name. His name is Jib.
Oh. Excellent.
That droid, which way did it go? Is it like it's running away?
Yeah, it would in the general direction of you know, the jungle proper.
Well, it's running in the direction we're going anyways.
No,
Question is, do we blow it up? Or
absolutely.
do we try to stop it?
Yeah, we don't let it get there before we do.
How far away is it, Todd? Would I be able to tell?
I mean, it's taken off. It's a good, you know, growing, probably a good 70, 80 feet and growing, so.
See, if I could run towards it, I might be able to pull it towards us, slow it down a little bit.
I'd like to hunter's mark it so we can track it.
Okay. What, pretty long range on that, right?
Yeah, with Mark of the Deadeye, it's like 80, 120 feet, something like that.
Yeah, so as soon as Krellin points that out, you just turn and, you know, do what you do to grab a tracking signal on that thing, and are able to kind of follow that in your device as it goes along, and getting at least a pulse on it for its distance. So,
Are we on where was Jack's warehouse? What planet was that?
you're on Cularin.
So
And
we're
then
still
in-
on Cularin.
Yeah, in the city of Hedrit.
Okay.
Yep.
And the coordinates are sending us to somewhere else on Cularin?
The coordinates that Krellin pulled were for the heart tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure we're still on Cularin.
Yep.
Proper. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I do have a speeder if you don't want to walk through the whole jungle.
I absolutely do not want to walk through the jungle, so I will take you up on that offer, Krellin.
Excellent.
Now let's speed her.
I'll ride shotgun then.
All right.
And as we're getting in there and getting situated, can Valen tell which of his other companions just look, I don't want to say the weakest, but just the least durable?
Everyone can. It's iffy, but everyone take a long rest. There's definitely travel time from the asteroids to Cularin, and so I think like technically
Yay.
6 hours of rest. So yeah, no, go ahead and long rest as needed. Meant to mention that.
Well, I still mean like overall, like who would look like they'd have the least amount of health, I guess, is what I'm functionally asking. Because I don't think Valen would know something like that. Just
Well, I mean, you've been traveling with us for quite a while. I guess you would know who.
Yeah.
I know, I know
Right.
Krellin is
Right.
extremely squishy. Like I don't need to.
Out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also
you
not
get-
the easiest to hit.
Get him 20 feet in the air, and he's.
It's probably a
Like
question
danger.
for the mirror, to be honest. But yeah, I would say with your past experience, you know, probably Krellin and Dem might, you know, be some of the two with the
Based on the last
lower
day's
levels
events
of
and
resolve.
things Lan has been doing, probably Lan's gonna need it more. So, so
I'll be all
I
right.
didn't almost get eaten or anything.
you'll love.
Man did.
I know.
Well, Krellin
So
barely stayed conscious for a single fight in the 18 or 20 sessions I was there, so
you went down the first one.
Was that the one that Valen just disappeared on? And
yeah.
No, well,
Oh,
that was one of
that
them.
happened later. I was trying to
that's-
get the thing to hit him so it wouldn't kill me, and then he went invisible.
so what are you just trying to cast something?
I was gonna
Valen?
cast something, but I wanted to know, so I guess I would leave it up to. I'll look to Dak and Lan and say which one of you feels like you're probably gonna be taking a bit more of the roughness.
Well, I never plan on getting hit by anything, so if all goes according to
Yeah,
plan,
that's
I'll be just fine.
That's the loser's plan, right?
It's like how many more
Plan
grenades
failure.
do you have, Lan?
Lan smirks and shows off his bandolier with like 28 frag grenades in it.
All right, Dak. I hope you don't mind, but Lan might need those. Depends on if there's
Trust
another
me, I'll-
Rancor for him to fall into.
Trust me, I'll be fine. I can throw these things real far.
Alrighty.
That last
with-
time was only because I was swallowed. And I'm not gonna let it happen again. I've been on the inside of a Rancor stomach once, and that's enough.
You got your Rancor skin and knife now, firmly attached to your belt everywhere you go, just in
Oh
case.
yeah.
But with
So
that,
you
he'll splay his hands out, and I'm going to cast Force Barrier
okay?
on Dem, Krellin, and Dak at 5th level, so they
Okay.
gain your hit point max and current HP increases by 20. For
How long does
8
that last?
hours.
8 hours?
Not a concentration
Jeez.
spell.
What?
That's upcast it, man.
SW5E.
Yeah. Well, I figure we're probably gonna need it. I have no idea what we're gonna.
Yeah. Like a
fight.
cool effect on the health too.
All right. So
And yeah, that's your max. So you're 20
Yeah.
per
nice. Okay.
and then I do my daily battle precog. as
Of
well.
course.
Okay.
Classic.
So you rush into. You head to speeder nearby that Krellin happened to have. Group speeder, maybe minivan Tempest Feud style, and head off into the jungles of Cularin, following, heading towards the coordinates, as well as the following the small little droid that seemed to pop up nearby. It's
As
tough.
for, I was just gonna say too. As Dak gets into the speeder with Lan, he's gonna pull out 1,000 credits and lean over and hand it to him and just say, "Well, you win this one. I was sure Krellin was dead."
And before they actually take off with the speeder, Krellin would reach into his pocket and pull out a drink and be like, "Here's to one last ride." And he's driving, and he raises it and starts drinking. But you guys can see it. It's a clear bottle, and on it, it says that it is purified spring water, natural, all the way from the Triple Horn Mountains on Alderaan, which is right near the capital city, like the top shelf purified water, and he's just drinking it and puts it away.
That's a little way.
You better cherish that.
Star Wars Perrier. Is that
It's gonna be a
what it is?
limited limited run here.
Limited run.
Collector's item, yeah. Yeah.
That's the plan.
You rush through the jungle aboard the speeder. It's dense, as you've known, and it's a tight slalom through that. Immediately, the humidity of the environment hits all of you, and it gets uncomfortable fast. And you continue to follow after this droid. And there's a moment where your speeder just kind of comes to... You catch up to the droid, because it's almost as if the signal is lost, Lan. And then the rest of you are like, Cularin, what the hell are you doing? As the speeder just... It seems like the engine just cut. It's just kind of coasting now to a halt. Which eventually it does. It just comes down to a halt in this kind of pathway here in the jungle.
Krellin will just be like, I'm sorry, it's all natural solar powered. I must not have left it in the sun long enough. I don't know what's happening.
You see in the nearby distance as you come to a stop, there is another speeder nearby, just abandoned a few feet in front of you, a few yards in front of you, and another speeder next to that. And you see that small little droid seems to be on the ground as well.
Here we go.
Looking over at those speeders, do they look like two-seaters, multiples like this one, or are they single-seaters?
They're like individual, maybe 2 people at max, yeah.
Okay. So I'll just keep an eye out, look and see if we can see some sort of trail coming off them or some sign of where these people might be as we make our way towards the droid.
Mm-hmm.
Lan takes a look at his wristpad. Is that disabled as well? Is this like an anti-tech area?
Your device seems to still be functional.
Okay.
Good call, I didn't check that. Take a look at my lightsaber.
Say, that won't stop me. Everyone's
That...
like, over all their stuff.
Yeah, you guys kind of check your devices and weapons and things, and all those seem to be functioning. But it just seems that, these larger devices are what have been affected in this area.
So with that, we're still slowly approaching the droid, I take it?
You've probably by now, the speeder has come to
Okay.
a stop, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I wanted to check that other speeder
Okay.
just to make sure. I don't think Valen knows what he's doing, but he'll check it anyway.
Yeah, you head
Yeah,
over there and
A for
take a
effort.
look at it. Valen, give me a piloting check.
Oh. Not bad.
Hey.
Told you I know how to
think
fly
that-
stuff, Dak.
You think you know what you're doing here, and so you can only assume that there's something wrong because it doesn't seem like there's any power to this vehicle. It's not starting up. But putting all the pieces together, there's definitely something going on, and that sense, that feeling intensifies in you. Just something in the air feels odd. Just like the air does after a lightning strike, or just before one.
Like a sense of ionization or just something.
Not necessarily specifically that
No,
energy,
but, like,
just that sense.
You know
yeah.
how like when it's really foggy out and you can see it, like it's there but it's not
Yep.
there? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And we can kind of tell those speeders probably came to stop at about the same distance. Like they didn't get
Mhm.
any further than okay. It's like, well, I think we have to do this one on foot. Whether we like it or not. What's the droid say?
Let's just get this over with.
But Lan wants to go over and investigate the droid.
Yeah. Pick that
What's-
up and going over that. You can tell it looks to be some sort of surveillance type droid. Go ahead and give me a slicer's kit check.
Man, I'm gonna use an inspiration on that. Lamb
Okay.
cannot can't fail that one.
Ruining his image here.
12 is still
It's still
pretty
12,
solid.
not that
Yeah,
bad.
it still technically is. All right, dirty 20. At first, you think that maybe there is some interference with your devices, but then you just you didn't have the cord plugged in or something, you know, and but once you do, you tap in and you pull the information, the data that was on this droid, luckily not being erased during this dampening of operation, and you just pick up. You know, as you know what the purpose of the droid is, the surveillance. It was sitting there spying on the group of you. And it kind of reads back. You read back that it was just there observing the mural, observing you all there, talking about the mural, things like that. And as some of that kind of reads back, you know, and then you mentioned that to your counterparts as well. Mentioning the mural again and talking about the heart tree. Dak and Valen, you are hit with a heavy vision. You see the jungle swims, and for a moment you see a great tree, its bark rippling with color. Its trunk wider than a dozen starships. There's a pale man that stands at the base of the tree, a dead black rod in his hands. On the ground before him lies a pulsing orb. Its light so pure and white that it almost hurts to look at it. He then touches the rod to the orb, and the light fades. The jungle wilts, trees and flowers crumble to dust, the great canopy of the jungle falls away to reveal a single pale sun low on the horizon. The man seems to be laughing as the ground erupts around him. And then, nothing.
So just kind of reeling from that, Valen will look to the others and say, I think I know what he's trying to do. We have to hurry. Like Marcus, he's gonna touch something there. I don't know what. And he's gonna use the staff to do it. And when he does,
we're all dead.
At least us. For sure. Probably more. Knowing exactly what we dealt with and the fact that this thing can cause time skips, I think we should just assume the worst.
Well, hold on. Maybe, now hear me out, we go forward another 10, say 15 years, and life will be better for everyone. Especially all of us, I mean.
Did you say that the system just kind of popped in and out of existence in those 10 years? Did I hear that right? Is that kind of what happened? Like, we're in a different part of the galaxy, technically, than where we originally were?
No, everything is exactly where it was. It's just that the system essentially froze in time, I guess, and disappeared, and reappeared how it was. So, the rest of the galaxy moved, but the Cularin system didn't, if that makes any sense.
I mean, not really, but...
Sure. Yeah.
It's like we're in a snow globe.
Krell and Valen's, you know, description of these events, of this vision, seem to, maybe not specifically, but does align a little bit with some of the interpretations you were getting from the mural as well, of shit's going down, this is probably not a good place to be, but yeah.
Well,
Death to life, all else to madness.
Oh yeah, almost forgot all about them. So when you told me earlier, Todd, what was it, use the Force? That's what that voice told me?
Yes.
Did that have any sort of similarity to what we learned when, was it the Oblee, when we were we destroyed the crystals with the Force? Is that what we did with them?
I
I remember that far back, but
Yeah, you'd say there's maybe a similarity to that.
okay. And those things were dealing with the dark staff, right? Weren't those the things that did they contain it?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I remembered some stuff.
That's inspo worthy. Good call out.
Oh hell. Nice. For once, Valen knows something.
As you sit here and process this vision, these visions that you had, and the strange speeder bikes here without power, and what's going on, and trying to figure out where from here, you hear this like a large flapping of something and rustling in the trees, and then dum dum dum.
Is that
As these massive reptilian
you?
beasts
Take that as a no.
come out and make their presence known. You would recognize them, especially you, Valen, as Mulasiki. But you've never known them to sound like this, look like this. Their eyes deep red, their mouths dripping in a green ichor. They come stomping down. Dem, sorry, I think you cut out. What did you say?
Nothing. My Wi-Fi is pretty bad.
Okay.
Well, I don't think these things are friendly.
I don't know how we survived without your insight, Krellin, all these months.
It's truly a mystery, isn't it?
It appears to run on some form of electricity.
He is a very insightful person, you know. He is a +10.
What were these called, Todd?
Mulasiki.
Mulasiki?
Mulasiki.
Mulasiki.
Yep.
Okay. Like Melissa and then Siki? Oh, there we go.
All right, so
Like little purple extra bars, that's your extra health?
yeah.
You just changed the max to 20, right? The plus max column at 20?
It's
Yeah.
max and current, so they both go up. Yeah.
If you just put it in the max HP thing under health, it should add it there.
Or it's 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if I put 20.
Oh, sorry.
I put 20
I thought you were talking
plus
about-
max box underneath health, but I didn't get a purple bar or something. Maybe I was just curious.
Oh, right, initiative.
Those are some garbage rolls.
Coming out of always.
Rose land.
Okay, we all in? As these large reptilian beasts fly down and land around you, surrounded. Dem, you're up. What do you do?
Okay.
Oh, lagging.
Dem does what Dem does.
One over here be
Run
5
up.
feet, about 5 feet up.
uh, yeah.
Alright, lagging real bad.
Oh my gosh.
Indeed, yep.
You want us
Alright.
to try? We have control of the thing still, I think.
I took it away, so
Oh, you did? Okay.
yeah.
Never
Lan,
mind.
go ahead and go, and then we'll work them back in as we can.
Lan will turn to Krellin real quick and say, "Don't die," and slap a tactical barrier device on him before taking aim at this guy up here on the hill and firing off 2 heavy bowcaster blasts.
On the hill,
Yeah.
that will hit.
And all right, then Lan shoots out another shot. Same guy.
That will hit as well. Oh man.
Unreal. And I guess after that, Lan will hold his ground, and that's my turn.
Okay. Pull up the rifle, trusty rifle, and look around, seeing surrounded by these large beasts, and you go for the one that's got the higher ground, hoping to take that one out of the situation, the encounter, and firing a couple bolts. You don't get the beast in a spot that you hoped, not doing the strongest damage, but still, something is better than nothing. It lets out a roar in annoyance as you do. Krellin, you are up.
Yes. Okay. So. Is there a ruler tool? God, it's been so long. Oh, they're all close. Krellin will run and try to climb up to the one on the ridge.
Okay, it's a five foot up climb, so
Yes.
if you've got enough movement there.
I have 40 total.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. And then he will just walk up to it and just try to punch it in the beak.
Has he turned into a pugilist?
Something like that. Ignore the parts where it says, shocking and whatnot. It's just the attack part.
Okay.
Ooh.
You rush up, and this thing is maybe a little taller than you realize once you get up close to it, and you aren't able to reach up and hit it as you wished.
Unfortunate. Oh, wait. That should be a 17. Sorry, I didn't have my proficiency. I don't know if that matters.
It does matter, and that will
Okay.
hit.
Oh, excellent. I was like +0. Wow, he's gotten worse. 3 damage.
Should that have?
That should. Sorry, I think I had changed my offhand one.
Okay, so
Yeah, so that's +5.
+5, so 8
Yeah,
total.
8 total damage of punching. And then I will bonus action attack again. I believe this one though. I don't know. I don't play monks. Does this one have the reduced stuff? Sorry. I lost my sheet.
Got Teddy Roosevelt over here punching animals.
Yeah. That's the plan. Okay, no, it's just the same. It's just another bonus action attack. I'm just going to use this one because it should be right.
That will
It's
hit.
not right, but whatever. I'll fix it. Okay. The damage is right, at least. All right. 8.
8 more points. Okay. Anything further?
Yes. I will use... I believe it's 2. No, I will spend 1 focus point and punch it again.
That will hit. Just blow after blow. This reformed Cularin is over there showing off his new training as he just batters into this jungle beast.
Okay. And then that will be my turn as I stand beside this jungle beast.
All right, with that, Dak, you now look around and observe the situation, seeing a couple of your counterparts moving in to take attacks. You're up now to do the same.
All right, Dak's going to draw both his blasters. He kind of just turned to lay it with like a puzzled look on his face, like, did he really just crawl up there and punch this animal? Then he's going to turn and just fire off as many shots as he can into the one there next to Krellin. Start with my standard attack here.
That'll hit. All right.
All right, I'll follow up with my extra attack.
Another shot comes in, hitting the reptile. It's starting to look pretty rough.
Okay.
Definitely, with all the concentration on it, you've really put a lot of work into it, and it's looking pretty rough.
All right, I will bonus action then and fire 2 more shots with my offhand. That will miss.
It's flailing about, and it throws off your aim on your 3rd shot, but your 2nd one you do hit, and it looks in a horrible shape. This green ooze is pouring out from it all over in front of you, Krellin, as you're up close. Dak, any movement?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move. I'll just take a few steps back here towards the ridge.
Okay. With that, the beast next to Dem is hovering over top of her and lets out another roar and rears back its head and then looks down and kind of looks like gonna roar again, let out a cry at Dem, but instead this spray of acid or something seems to come out. And will actually hit Dak as well. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw. Both 9s. Okay. Dem will save. Right up front, she kind of was ready for that and jumped out of the way. Dak, maybe you just weren't anticipating that this beast was gonna catch you in whatever the spray is. And you will take 18 points of acid damage. All right, and that go to the other one that is in horrible shape, looking here down at Krellin, and is going to do the same thing. Krellin, give me a dexterity saving throw. Shouldn't be an issue for you, I assume.
Just trying to remember how.
All right. You, anticipating something coming from this beast as well, dive out of the way, hoping to avoid the bulk of this, taking 12 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And with that, Valen, you see what these beasts can do. You've seen these creatures before, and they're very tainted by something for them to be in this state, to be this violent and be able to produce this violent attack upon you.
Is this something they're biologically normally able to do? It's just not typically used this way?
Give me a... Is nature in Star Wars 5e?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a nature check. Yeah, like, you don't recall them being able to do something like this.
Okay. I probably don't gain too much insight, other than don't let it hit me. So with that, Valen's going to... Seeing this one so weak, he's gonna run up to help Krellin and try to finish it off. That's 5 feet up, so that's what?
Yes.
10 feet to climb that? Okay. And with that, he's gonna pull out the double Shoto and go to town on it. Gonna use force technique. Which is just this attack. I don't think that gets any bonuses. For 16.
You get up close to the beast as it was looking down on Krellin and come up behind it and are able to slash through with the lightsaber. How do you take it out?
Oh. I suppose just jumping up and mercifully impaling it in the head. Just to take it out in one go.
It's kind of got its head down a little bit as it just had sprayed Krellin, and before it pulls it back up, you're able to get a good angle on it and just come through, slashing and thrusting the lightsaber down through it. Anything else?
I'll turn to Krellin and I'll just tell him, might wanna look out for that acid breath, bud. Then I'm gonna bonus action jump over there with force leap. Just jump over Krellin.
Okay.
I think that should be all my movement.
All right. This.
Krellin, I was just gonna say, Krellin would comment, "I told you Jedi are merciless killers. You came here and in one strike you murdered something." Kind of raises his hand.
This Molasinki lumbers through the jungle here, crushing the lower shrubbery and whatnot, and looks towards you, Lan, lets out another roar, and it turns its head down, and you look and you've seen what's just happened to your other counterparts, and you know that it's inevitable, but instead you almost see a glow of light seem to form inside its mouth, as then a streak of lightning erupts across the pathway here. Both of you, Dak and Lan, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Would I recognize this as a force power, or is this another one of their weird abilities?
Not a force power,
Okay.
but it's
Similar.
sometimes these damn template things are so annoying. Okay. Right. Dak's struggling here. No good footing. Lan, you will take 15 points of lightning damage. Dak, you will take 30 points of lightning damage. As it does that, it then flaps its wing and shoots up 40 feet into the air. The other Molisinki lumbers around and is going to come over towards you both on the ledge. And this one as well lets out a roar, pulling its head down, looking to make some sort of an attack. You both see a glow as well, but this one is much more red. As a cone of fire flies out, catching you both. Dexterity saves, please. Krellin and Valen.
Is there a thing to push or no? Wait.
Oh no, sorry. I'm manually rolling all this. So.
Okay, I just gotta find it. Dex save.
Dex. Seeing the beast lumber over, seeing what it's been doing to the other, to your counterparts, you know something's coming, and you jump out of the way as best as you can. Still getting caught. 17 points of fire damage. And the jungle around you does begin to catch flame.
As that comes in, I'm going to try to disperse force as best I can on that. It's fire damage, you say?
Fire damage, yes.
Okay, yeah. So that'll give me 5 temporary hit points and resistance to fire damage for that.
Okay.
So I don't know what that... You have the 17 and then take that damage off from the 5 temporary?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be...
8 points of damage and then 5 temporary. So 3
go through.
3, yeah.
Okay, well, better than 17.
All right. And with that, you back with us, Dem?
Now,
Okay.
going to duelist style. What is it called? Gonna feint. So my deception versus its insight.
That'll be a fail.
And I'll get advantage for my attack here. Breaker at advantage. And then...
That'll hit. Holy shit.
Rolls.
Yeah,
Dang,
dude.
5, a 5, and a 6.
Nice. Oh, that was with sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big part of it. Yeah, so you might have missed it, but the lizard had looked down on you and shot out the spray of acid on you and Dak. Dak is just very flat-footed today, but you were able to jump out of the way. But after that, you come up to it and you begin to move around and try and disorient the beast, and you do, allowing you to catch it in a very vulnerable spot with your vibro rapier. It lets out a loud cry. Anything else?
It seems to really, like, all these guys seem to really like this grouped up, so I'm gonna scooch over here.
Okay. And with the feint or whatever, there's no op attack for you, right?
Yeah, it's with Rakish Audacity.
Or that, yep.
Because
Okay.
I attacked it, yeah.
All right. Lan, you are up. You now stand amongst these 3 beasts that are spitting acid, lightning, and fire.
Well, Lan is gonna go after the lightning guy here, but first he's gonna activate his jetpack and fly up 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
And let's make this some aerial combat.
Okay.
So he flies up, pulls out his bowcaster, and peels off a couple shots while flying.
You see Lan just fly up into the sky, pulling out the weapon while he does so, getting a little bit more level. The beast is still up a little bit, but levels off the distance, and firing a shot into it lets out a cry as it hits.
And I'll make this guy my ranger's quarry.
Mm-hmm. Gonna double right click it. Could put a little target symbol on it.
Oh,
Yep.
there we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll put that on my next shot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
D12s, man, tell you, it's the worst
I
die out
know.
there.
I like it because Land's a gambler. All right. Another shot.
Second shot, you know what you're aiming after. You hit.
Let's look at the D8 from.
Nice.
Yeah, there we
Very
go.
nice. Heavy second hit. It wobbles in the air. Still able to maintain its flight, but it's definitely annoyed, that's for sure.
Right on.
Anything
that's all
further?
from Land.
Okay. All right. Krellin.
Yes, Krellin will. So that one is 40 feet in the air?
Yes, the one by land,
Okay.
yes.
Well, okay. He'll just, like, leap off the top of this and, like, do a drop kick on this one, I guess. I don't know. And he will go right for it.
All right.
Which one did I fix? Hey.
Ooh. You jump down and stumble, catching a slick patch of the jungle floor, just tumbling in front of the beast, flat out on your ass. Maybe
Okay.
wishing you were drunk to have an excuse for the fall.
I don't know. He gets back up graciously, and then he punches it again. He's just not going to use his feet this time.
And this time you connect as you do set your feet
Yes.
squarely.
6 damage.
6, okay.
Thought I fixed that.
All right. Anything further?
What else do I have? I will bonus action disengage, and I'll just so 10. I'll run down here. Just not group up with everyone, and I will end my turn.
Okay. Heavy fist up into just the core section of the beast as it throws back, trying to catch its breath from that, and you use that moment to duck in between underneath its wing and escaping around the back to get away from it. Dak, you've been hit hard with some acid, with some fire, some lightning. Not the fire, but the lightning and the acid, and probably pretty annoyed at these beasts. Surrounded. You're up.
All right. Dak's gonna go ahead and target the one that Lan was shooting at as well. Move up here a little bit, and yeah, start firing his blasters at it. There we are.
Nice. Did you hit critical?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah, I clicked the critical button because it replaced the damage with critical, and it didn't roll the.
So just roll another d8 straight. Okay. 14. The beast hovering in the air, catching, trying to gather itself from the heavy blaster shot from Lan earlier, allows you to just line up a dead shot right into another very vulnerable spot on the beast. Lets out another cry as your first shot comes in.
Alright, follow up with extra attack.
Oh,
We'll,
balance this whole thing.
I
Should
will
be.
twirl my pistol, whirling weapon style, and fire another.
I shouldn't be allowed to do so on that one.
Miss is a miss.
Another shot. This time the flailing. You don't hit it in as vulnerable spot, but still working on bringing the beast down.
I'll follow up with bonus action, some extra attacks here. Do a wield style.
Third shot connects. Fighter's turn. 4 hours later. The flailing becomes heavier and heavier, and this last shot, unfortunately, the beast flails about so much that you can't get a lined up shot, and it just goes wide, just out of your sight.
I will, do I want to use it now or wait?
You move or anything, or?
I'm trying to decide if I want to use one of my superiority dice right now or save it. I guess I'll save it for now. I will go ahead and move, though. I'll continue to move. This one here. Let's move down this way, deeper into the jungle a little bit.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
All right, with that, the last remaining acid spraying Molisinki is up and looks around, sees land up in the air, Dem that took off, and it's gonna pursue you, Dem. Come over your way.
Get some.
And go ahead and let out that spray of acid. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. There we go.
You're anticipating this, you see it come, and the spray comes out. Diving out of the way, you'll take 9 points of acid damage from that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so if I take only half damage, that means no damage because I have evasion.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's when you're subjugated to an effect that makes you make a dexterity saving throw to only take half damage, you instead take no damage.
Right.
You succeed, so.
Okay, Valen.
Okay. Well, Valen was gonna getting out his trauma kit to heal Dak, and then Dak just runs off in the woods, so Valen's not gonna do that. Instead, he sees Dem over here, still pursued by that. This is the same one, right? The one that's by Dem. It's been there the whole time.
Yeah,
Nothing
just
switched.
been hanging out.
Yeah, it moved a little bit, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So seeing that, he's going to 5. That'll work. I'm gonna use my bonus action to force leap
Okay.
all the way over to it, and he's going to ignite the sabers and just take one big slash at it with another force technique. For 22.
You hear this as Valen just launches through the air, coming down on the ground with a soft landing, and immediately lightsaber out, slashing through the beast with a heavy hit. Go to roll damage.
Not the greatest damage, but it also, if it moves willingly in the next, till its next turn, it'll take 2d8 additional force damage.
Okay, good to know. Anything further?
With that, I think, see, where was I? Here? From leaping over here, was that 30 feet? 5 down.
I mean,
and all that.
that's what your thing does, right?
Or was that 25? Well, I forgot it goes 5 down, so.
Yeah.
So gravity just does the last 5 feet. Doesn't it count?
Yeah. Well, it's with the.
Cross and fall 5.
Because basically you're just doing I can basically do like a standing long jump.
Okay.
Is all it is, and you use your wisdom or charisma in place of it. So, but you still have to use all your. You can only use the movement you have available, right? All he was going to do is back up 5 feet this way if he could, but
Do you prevent opportunity attacks for some reason?
no. But that's
So,
yeah.
if you want, you can move if you want, but that will come into play.
Actually, I forgot that one's in the air. I'll stay right there.
Okay. The one that is in the air is taking a barrage of hits from both Lan and Dak, is frustrated, and is going to just look out at Lan flapping its wings, letting out another roar, and again the glow, the sparking emanates from its maw and blasts out towards you, Lan. Give me a, I guess a dexterity saving throw. Still.
Oh.
Ooh.
It is tough to dodge us in the air because this is a different type of movement for you, and unfortunately you get hit with this heavy blast of lightning energy, 30 points coursing through you.
Okay.
All right, and then the other Molisiki is going to pursue Krellin. Let out another roar. Krellin, give me a dex saving throw.
Yes. I can do that. But did it roll?
No, I'm not seeing it.
Oh. Well, I just clicked it again. Interesting. Hold on. I'll reopen my sheet. Oh, there we go. It just took a minute.
Hey.
It's a 20.
Yep. All right, you do succeed in passing, so you will take half, 12 points of fire damage.
Ouch. Should have took that extra level in Rogue for evasion.
Dem, you are up.
Speaking of rogue, let's go. Okay. Going to just go for it here because I don't need to get advantage or anything with the attack. Okay. And it's going straight. Whew. 16.
Slash out, and you are able to just connect with the
Yay.
beast. Even though that log is in the way, it extends your reach, but you still connect.
Okay. And
Another healthy
21.
hit, finding a vulnerable spot. It's looking rough. It's still standing, but
yeah, I think that's all I want to do.
okay. Lan, you're up.
Right. Well, Lan is not happy about getting lightninged, so he's gonna fire off some more bowcaster shots, literally on the fly, at this guy.
You're reeling from this burst of lightning energy that hit you, and both you and the beast are flying in the air there, and you try your best to steady, and you fire off, and it just hits as the beast lets out another cry. Roll that damage.
8.
All right, a little better there. It is looking very rough. It's struggling massively to stay in the air. Should be able to take this thing down.
Lan takes aim. Going for that wing. Ooh.
The flailing of the beast, unfortunately, causes the movement to just get out of the way of the bolt as it flies past.
Alright. Lan will, still in the air, kind of fly a little bit over this way. Just, so if it has to shoot at me, it'll maybe hit its friend.
Okay.
And yeah, right here. And then I'll use my bonus action to reload. That's it for land.
All right. Krellin, you are up.
Alrighty.
Land, you said you landed?
No, I'm just staying in the air. But
Okay.
flying.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah.
Krellin.
Krellin will shift over and start trying to punch this thing again. And I'll see if it works. I also now 4 turns in, remembered I do have sneak attack.
Yeah.
The core feature.
That's fine.
You are able to rush up to this beast and catch it square with a heavy hit, heavy fists. Go and roll damage
Okay.
there.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice.
If it makes you feel any better, Krellin, I've been rolling one less sneak attack with one less sneak attack die than I should have been. So, you know.
Yep, that's a classic. Okay. I'm going to punch it again. I assume it's still standing.
Yes.
Yes, good. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
That would have been nice to
I
roll before.
Yep, on the last one, yeah. Huh. All right.
Wow! 2 ones,
Still, every little bit counts.
Yeah.
All right. Anything further?
Yes, I will spend a focus point. And I'm going to punch it again. Well, try to punch it.
Third time is not the charm. This one you just you know, slip footing or something and hit a soft spot in the side that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, no. Then in that case, I will just stay put and end my turn.
All right. From the cover of the trees, Dak, you see your counterparts doing some work on these. The one up above you is looking very rough. And the one over by Valen and Dem is also looking very rough.
All right. Dak's going to take aim at the one that's flying overhead and fire a couple blaster bolts up at it.
Your first shot goes out. How do you take him out?
Yeah.
Dak kind of trying to take cover as best he can from the acid that he knows that thing can, or electricity that thing can spray out. It's kind of in the foliage of the trees, but sees a good line through a little clearing in the brush there, and takes a deep breath and lines up a shot, striking it in the side of the neck, and then kind of watch it.
It spirals down, comes in a heavy thud as it falls through the trees of the jungle, hitting the floor.
And Dak's then going to take a few steps out and yell at Land to say, see if you can help out Krell and I'll deal with this other one. And gonna fire his remaining shots over here towards the one where Valen and Dim are at. So we'll start with extra attack here.
Next shot following up on this beast as it's concentrating on Dem. Back turned, you're able to line up a shot into it. It lets out a cry, turns back towards you as it looks very rough.
Okay. We'll bonus action, fire a shot here with the offhand DG-29.
Hitting again.
Ooh.
And how do you take that one out?
Yay.
Dak just kind of driven by the anger of being acid sprayed and electrocuted by both of these, is just like, all right, time to start doing some damage. Just fires off, the one killing the one flying, and then stepping out of the brush, fires 2 shots, one from each blaster, in succession, striking the creature there in the back, as it was originally kind of focused on Dim.
It falls with a heavy thud before the both of you. Valen, at your feet, this beast. You're up.
Okay, well, seeing the bolt just lance out, kill that one, Valen's like, alright, guess that's taken care of. And he's going to do his little force leap thing again. And jump, actually, I'm gonna be over here. And do force technique against that one again.
Jumping around like an old Iranian ballerina.
Landing softly in the foliage here again with the lightsaber slashing through, connecting, hitting the beast.
Alrighty, in comes the damage. And this one will be the same thing. If it moves willingly, it'll take 2d8 force damage. And
Okay.
I think that's all it does. But with that, Valen will just kind of stand defiantly in front of it, waiting. And that's turn.
All right. It is its turn, and it now has. It's starting to get surrounded by these, what it thought was prey, but seemed to have turned predator here in the situation, and it is going to fall back, allowing both of you to take an opportunity attack.
Okay, here I'll put force technique out.
Oh, yep. You gotta roll that.
I think this does that. So yeah, let's see.
It's going to fly upwards as well, by the way.
Okay. So it'll
Don't
take.
feel great about putting this thing back into the wild. I'll be for real.
And then I'll just make a
Krellin, that hits.
Shoto attack.
Shoto just misses.
Oh.
Oof.
As it leaps up into the air, flapping the wings, the wind blowing from that, and it pulls back. And before it reaches its full height, the way it opens up that jaw, and you see that red glow come out and just lets out the spray of fire. Both of you make a dexterity saving throw.
Me and Krellin?
Yes.
Okay. So I can't tell which direction he's facing. It could be me and...
Oh, sorry, yep.
Either me and Lan or
Both
me
of you
and
on the
Krellin.
ground, yeah. Krellin, you dodge out of the way, avoiding most of the incoming spray. Valen, unfortunately, you are caught flat-footed up against the wall of the ridge there. Krellin, 16 points of fire damage. Valen, 33.
I should still have my reaction, right?
Yes.
Seen this coming before. Gonna try to prepare for it with some dispersed force. Hope that does something. So that's resistance to fire and 5 temporary hit points.
Okay, so 16 points, so you'll net 11 points of fire damage.
Okay. Not too bad.
With that, Dem, you're up. Far side of the path, you see this other beast fly up in the air, bursting out the flame. The only one left, though. It looks like it may have begun a last-ditch retreat, knowing it's outnumbered.
Yeah, I don't really want to let that happen. Not about killing animals left and right, but these guys are a little bit past animals. Okay, so gonna move up, and then as part of, I don't think I can paste it, but as part of Duelists, I can stow a one-handed weapon without using my object interaction. So I stow away my folding vibro rapier and take out my blaster carbine, and I'm gonna try and get this guy. Okay, I'm targeting myself. There you go. And blaster carbine, attack. Oh.
Almost, but
Hey.
that still hits.
Yay, okay.
Almost that too.
I know. I can't get my sneak attack off, unfortunately, but no. Might as well do something, right? That's fine.
All right, every little bit helps. Good hit into it. It cries out. It doesn't have much left into it, so. Anything else?
I'll just shout to my compatriots. I don't feel great about letting this thing, just fly back into the woods, so. And that's it.
With that, Lan, you see this other one has flown up next to you.
Land wants to prevent forest fires. Takes aim at the wing.
And will hit.
Hey.
How do you take it out?
Yeah.
I clip its wing, and it just kind of tries to keep height, but it can't, and it crashes into the jungle below.
Spirals down as the wing is injured, and it can't hold itself up, coming down with a heavy thud like the other one previously before. And after that crash, it does seem that the danger has subsided. These whatever distorted these strange creatures is gone.
Are the woods still on fire?
A little bit, yes.
So I guess while all that's going on, Valen will try to put those out. I guess.
Okay.
No water, I assume. I just patches of dry dirt. Or
Yeah, I mean it's pretty humid in here, so you can.
okay.
Yeah, but you just take an action to kind of go over there and deal with
just
that. And,
smother out
it
whatever
down. Yeah.
ones I can see that are actively
Yeah.
smoldering. Anything that's
mm-hmm.
it's like a little bit of smoky.
Yep.
And then when everybody's ready, like gather around. I'll get out the kits.
As Valen's
You can prevent forest fires.
putting dirt on the fires and stuff, Krellin's like, whew, sure is hot out here, and takes a big swig of water, puts it back away.
Yeah. Wow.
Did you lose your baton and your pistol? You just jumping around trying to kick and punch things now?
Oh yes, I'm a pacifist now. I don't do any real harm now. No killing, no weapons.
That would have been something to mention back at the mural before we drug your ass out here.
No, it's okay. I can still fight. I just,
Can you?
Yes. I punched that lizard in self-defense.
Well, when fighting a great evil, there's nothing better than a pacifist at your side.
Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly disagree with that statement, Valen.
Well, a pacifist like me who won't kill things, or a contradictory one who will.
Dak, give me a perception check. Valen, you rolling some healing?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Make sure I'm.
Krellin, you keep
I'm out of
drinking that
medkits,
Alderan spring water like they're gonna run out. Relax.
Well, you never know. I did buy it in bulk.
Dak, as you stand here by this fallen Melisiki that's next to you, comes down and something catches your eye. I mean, it's already a pretty gnarly looking beast. Something has really kind of deformed it, but you notice a dark circle on the side, like kind of just on its shoulder blade. As you inspect it, you can see this dark circle, maybe inch or two across, and then from that it just seems like as if something seeped into the veins or something around it, like it pulled an energy or something, or it seeped in and spiderwebbed out from that.
Yeah, I guess Dak will point that out to the rest of the group, kind of Valen probably in particular, and just say, looks like these things have been infected by something. I don't know what, but looks like, I don't know if something touched them or somebody did it on purpose, but this doesn't look right.
Okay.
I wonder if that's the staff doing that, or if there's something else out here too.
I hope it's just the staff. It's already
So do I.
one too many things to worry about.
But either way, I need to mend your guys' wounds, so come close. Time to apply some of that Jedi healing art. So with that, I'm going to use Preserve Life, so there is 50 hit points that we can all use if you're below your half of your maximum. You can use those to recover up to half of your maximum.
Yay.
So with that extra 20 I gave, that should be, what, an extra 10 to your normal half max? But yeah, I don't know. It didn't look like we were all that bad. I've got more, but that...
I think it's honestly just Krellin and Land that are might be below half.
Yeah,
I'm 9 down.
but I mean, I wouldn't know, you know, technically all the numbers.
Yeah.
But then whatever you guys use, that should be more than enough. I don't think.
So I
We're
go
gonna
up
use too
to half hit points.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
I go up by 1.
Yeah.
Hey.
Better than 0.
Yep.
And then, so there is 5 of us. That will work. I am
Okay.
going to cast an improved heal, which gives all of us 3d8 plus 5 HP. Can you all click that? Or do
I
have
think
to-
you just roll it and everyone takes the number.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Great, but not
Actually,
bad.
pretty good roll.
So everybody gains 19.
Cool.
All right.
And then we'll see where we're at there.
As you stand here with the fallen beast around you, observing something that caused this, healing up, patching up, looking ahead down the path, knowing that it's still a trek, not horrible, but it's close by the heart tree to reach. Picking up, gathering yourselves to head that way. Take a quick break now, and 5-10 minutes, if that, come back and continue on. So, see you all in a few. All right. So, after your speeders come to a odd halt in the jungle, investigating that, and then attacked by these massive, strange beasts, strange in that they're manipulated in some way by some dark force or energy, giving them abilities considered unnatural, and you were able to eliminate that threat, not without some cost of your own, but recovering from that, you then begin to press on through the jungle towards your destination. You come around a bend a few meters and a few meters ahead of you. You pick out a couple of shapes in the distance. Look like bodies lying across the path.
Here we go again.
Oh, so not upright bodies. They're
Yeah.
on the
You
ground.
said there's
Okay.
Downright bodies.
2 of them, you said?
Yes.
Oh, and I was checking stuff over. I forgot I had Disciple of Life, so everybody who got healed from that thing initially, the big heal, should have gotten an extra 7 hit points too. So
Very nice.
2
For
plus
the-
level.
The 50 half thing or the regular heal?
The regular heal.
Okay. so
It's whenever I cast a light power that heals, I do extra. I just forgot all about it because it usually was only applying to heal. So these bodies, do look like someone we've seen before, or like humanoid or creatures?
Going up to him?
Yeah.
Close enough that I can see, not close enough that they can touch me.
Okay.
I don't know what they are yet.
That's fair. Yeah, so you head towards them, and you see their clothing a little scuffed and torn, but it looks relatively new. The bodies themselves look ancient.
Oh,
Skin is a mess of wrinkles stretched across bone. Eye sockets shrunken and empty. Arms stiff, reaching for the sky, and they end in hands whose gnarled fingers seem to have been clawing at the air until their end.
Huh.
And then you see a very similar looking black circle burned into the left cheek of each of these bodies.
Sure, this is fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't go near them. They got that same black circle mark as the creatures.
Perhaps
Do
from the
they-
end of a stick or staff.
How
or
dry are
something.
these bodies looking?
Yeah.
What's that?
How dry are these bodies looking?
You would assume probably pretty dry. I mean, it looks literally like, I mean, the life has truly been sucked out of them, and
I guess, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but do they seem like desiccated? Or like they've been here a while and just have
no, the
rotted, or
clothing
does-
looks relatively new. That's what's odd about
so
this, is
something just
the clothing is much too new for them to have been here for a while.
okay.
The two different things are, yeah, doesn't line up.
Like human juice packs. Look at them. Humanoid juice packs.
You know,
at
the one has, you know, they're you know, traditional garments, whatever, jacket, whatever, and one does have a little satchel thrown over the side, and you kind of make out, looks like a male, a female in the pair, but
Right, damn. It does look like someone just stuck a straw in them and sucked the life right out.
Yeah, I don't mean to be graphic, but for real, look at them.
Valen, give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh.
You sense something from these individuals, pain, but you also sense a lingering connection through the force.
Like
then
they're
you pick
clinging
up-
to life?
Then
Oh,
you
sorry.
pick up another pulse of energy from somewhere seeming like within or under their bodies.
Oh,
Would I get the sense that like they're alive somehow still?
No, not alive.
Unalive?
No.
Not quite dead, but not alive.
You
good guess.
the pulsing sense is something that you recognize as a Jedi, something very specific to a Jedi.
The Force? Just corrupted and twisted?
The Force, but more in a contained form. A crystal, perhaps.
Similar to the crystals that maybe contained a dark stuff?
No, not that type of crystal.
Oh, okay.
So many crystals, I swear.
I don't know if Valen knows, but I'm stumped.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh.
Wonder,
The kyber variety.
I was thinking, but I was just like, but why? What?
wonder if they got any kind of identification on them in that satchel. Vela, maybe you could reach out and contact their next of kin after we get out of this.
Yeah, I can try that. And I'm with the Force. I'm gonna use Force push pull to try to bring it to.
I was gonna say, Dem will
Not going anywhere
just go
near
in
these
there.
things.
Let's go. They're dead,
So-
you know.
Yeah, if you're going there,
Yeah.
Growlin's going with.
you begin rifling through the little pouch on the side, and you see you pull out a little device. Looks like a recording device, communication type device.
Oh ho ho! What's this?
Careful. Don't know what they're gonna do.
That's okay. I'm sure nothing can be worse than what I've already experienced so far.
Valen will just kind of keep his eye on the two things, waiting for something, just in case they try to do something.
Are you gonna try to activate this device, Dem?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. So you do, and a voice speaks out from the younger female voice. We are currently in pursuit. San, keep up. We're in pursuit of an individual we believe to be Len Marcus. If he's back on Cularin, it can only be trouble. We're having trouble with our transmitter, but we'll continue trying to reach someone to give us backup. It looks like it's just him, though, so we're gonna catch him and contain him. We have to protect Cularin. And the message ends there. And as it does, you hear movement at your feet. And one of the curled, gnarly hands that was reaching for the sky unflexes and turns and then grabs at your ankle.
Oh! Alright, I use some
kick the
credits for
hand.
this one.
Probably as you kick it, it just shatters.
Oh.
But the bodies still begin to slowly animate.
Yeah.
Eye sockets empty.
I
An
stand
empty
corrected.
moan. As if the last little bits of life are escaping.
I think you guys should start shooting.
They use the force that I heard that voice tell me. Does Valen feel like that might help here? Somehow channeling the force
Not
into them?
necessarily.
Okay.
You do feel now all of a sudden a new darkness has kind of risen here in these two figures.
With that, he's activating the saber. Going forward to at least stop them from trying to grab the other two.
Okay. As they do kind of begin to crawl and reanimate going after the individuals nearby, Dem and Krellin, Valen, you just head over and, a quick slash to each of them, and they just fall to your blade, crumbling there underneath that. And that darkness dissipates and fades away.
I wonder what that was. Do we recognize these two from that holo recording?
No, you don't.
Well,
But as you've moved, as the bodies have moved a little bit, two cylindrical objects do lay on the earth nearby.
Oh, what's this?
You would recognize as lightsabers.
so is Valen? He'll walk over and pick them up. Do they look like anything like the believers have?
No, nope. They look like, they look traditional and.
Because there was
and-
that one group that had like mass marketed type ones, right? Or
Right.
something that
No,
looked
no.
like
These
that?
look
Okay.
very legit. These
Okay.
probably two young Jedi that got caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, I wouldn't recognize them from the temple at all. So
No, no.
hmm.
Not at least what's left of them.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's like, okay. Well, I still have what was that master that got ambushed by the believers? They killed that guy we were interrogating. I think I still got that Jedi Master's lightsaber with me too.
Yes.
You take you
In
get all the
addition
Jedi
to your collection.
Yeah.
So you get all the Jedi ones. Dak takes all the dark side. Keeps you fine.
It probably should be the opposite, so I could try to cleanse it of whatever darkness. But Valen, he'll take those and he'll just kind of wrap them up as best he can, respectfully, and put them in his pouch next to the other Jedi Masters. It's like, well, we'll get these back where they belong later, but for now, it looks like they probably did come in contact with Marcus. If that mark is still the mark of that staff. How close would we know if we're close to the tree by now? Like, can we see it?
Yes, you can feel it. Definitely. You feel it in the near distance.
Is it in any
And-
sort of distress that we could tell, or is it just probably too far away? As in, like, is
There's an
Marcus there?
unsettling. Yeah,
Okay.
there is something. Yeah. As you stand over these fallen individuals, you know, the suns up above are sinking toward the horizon, and a little bit of light still forces its way through the branches and leaves of the jungle, leaving a pale orange tint. Krellin, you just, as this natural clock begins to continue and tick on, you understand, based on your studies of the mural, time is running out. The jungle around you, most of it lies in shadow. You can hear creatures scurrying through the trees, through the leaves, ground cover rattling, and there is a feeling in the air. Familiarity, maybe. As you take a breath deeply, it's like inhaling unsettled air in a speeder's wake. And the jungle is quiet, not peaceful. Something has disturbed it, something dark, and you don't need to guess what that might be.
Well, as fun as this graveyard party is, perhaps we go make sure no more happen?
Sounds like a plan.
Excellent.
If Marcus is already ahead of us, we need to get there as quick as we can.
All right, Krellin will begin sprinting into the jungle.
For the first time, Lan turns the hollow recorder onto himself and says, if this is my last job, now you know why. And then follows Krellin into the dark.
He's not like
it.
running like full speed, because I don't think anyone could catch up. He's like fake jogging.
You're Captain America-ing us.
Yeah.
On the left. On the left.
You can't die yet, Lan. You still owe me credits.
How much does he owe you?
Hard to keep track of how many games it's about to be lost on the ship.
Krellin will reach into his pouch and throw you a sack of credits stack.
We still
As you
can't
all-
die.
As you all make your
It's only
way
7,000.
further through the jungle, beams of the sickly orange sunlight slant down across the ground before you. You round a curve, and the path ends in a great clearing, in the center of which is an even greater tree, fully 200 meters in diameter. The tree and its pulsing bark stretch high into the jungle canopy, its topmost branches lost amidst the vines and leaves of 1,000 plants. All the life of Cularin seems to pulse in time to the shifting colors of the great tree's bark. The orange light grows brighter, and looking up you can see Morisil and Termatus locked in their slow descent through a gap in the canopy. They stare down at you, two brilliant eyes in the sky. As you watch, a shadow moves across the face of the white star. Tilness slips between Cularin and Termatus, leaving only the pale light from Morisil to suffuse the jungle landscape. For the first time since Radi Artem came to Cularin, a single sun shines down on the heart tree. Then you hear a voice. "Find it, you fools! Now! The time is now!" A pale man stalks into view, emerging from between two great roots of the heart tree. He holds a dead black rod in his right hand, and hears and sees your approach, turns, laughs humorlessly. "Well, this was inevitable, wasn't it?"
Us coming here to find you and kill you?
Oh, gotta look up.
Have we decided we're killing him?
Yeah.
I think even as a
I'm pretty
Jedi,
set
I
on it.
can safely say that if we don't kill him, things will get much, much worse. I'm
Especially
happy
not-
to kill him myself if none of you can do it.
Well, you know what? I trust you. In the hands of the Jedi, I'm sure the galaxy will end up in a great place soon.
The Jedi Order will
especially as
always
someone
prevail.
As you approach,
They will
you
never
see
fall.
you do see Marcus there with some individuals nearby him digging in the ground, searching for something. From the mural, from the visions, you assume it to be this other orb, full of this other energy that he's after for some reason.
Have they seen us yet?
Yes, yeah, he called out to you, yeah.
But, I'm sorry.
He stares and-
sneak up on him.
Sorry. Dak, sorry, I thought I was checking the map. What did you say again to him?
Oh, after he said it's inevitable, I was like, oh, you mean us coming to find you and to kill you?
This will nearly be an inconvenience. You will fall just like Narama, like many others in this pitiful system. You've already lost. This power is mine. And he puts up his hands, one of them holding that staff tightly. So be it. To me. And as that, you hear rustling in the distance as several figures begin to emerge in the area behind him. A half dozen Cularin, these other lizard, non-flying lizards, begin to rumble from the edge of the jungle. But something's very familiar about them. That bright red glaring eyes that the Milasaki had, staring hungrily.
Should have just called it an aerial strike.
Lan smiles and pulls out a grenade, preps his jetpack. I'm on it.
Whatever we do, we've got to stop him from getting in there.
Yeah.
I don't mind dying to do it. But
I
if we
can try and hug him and distract him.
Well, I think chiefly we got to get that staff away from him.
The one time I get just a terrible initiative roll.
Oh, yes, initiative. That's a thing that exists. Ugh.
I rolled mine. I don't think it's showing up.
Dak and Valen I don't have on. What did you guys...
I rolled it. It just never showed up.
Do I have a
Alright.
token on this map? Yeah.
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 Yep,
Oh,
it's
I
all on,
don't-
yeah.
I will refresh this page.
Yeah, I don't see him either.
I don't see any of us. I see all them. That's why I didn't know.
They're at the very bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I looked and
Oh,
yeah,
they weren't on there?
Visible. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I could see the little turn marker thing, but not us. Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
that's what I saw.
Okay. See if a vision thing was set up or something, but I don't think it's fine. So.
I think it's just a glitch.
Yeah, I'm resetting mine too.
Yeah, I can see him on that.
Okay, so. Lan, you are up. Marcus stands there at the base of the tree, some other individuals nearby. You see a large Gamorrean there that looks to be probably a henchman guard, who immediately braces up with some weaponry. And meanwhile, in the distance, these giant lizard beasts begin heading towards the group as well.
Lan just smiles and gonna take move up some, and he's gonna reveal his explosives and toss just a big cluster bomb right out to here.
Okay.
So with explosive mastery and the explosive fighting style, I can throw a grenade as a bonus action, and I'm using my action for attack power. So this is like one big bomb, but I'm using 2 things for it. So
Okay.
so there's the explosion radius. They've all got to do a dex save for that.
What's the DC on that?
15.
All right. All right, this guy here is going to fail.
We'll take the full. Everybody else takes half.
Okay.
23 fire.
So 20. Okay.
Then with my bonus action, Land throws out a thermal detonator, which is just going to hit this inner ring and hit those guys.
All right.
And this is a grenade, so it's a DC 16 save.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oof.
All right. So they take.
What you said? 16.
Yeah, it's 16 split between fire and kinetic.
Okay.
And everyone who fails that save gets knocked prone.
Okay. Let's gotta check. Oh, I guess I could have. You say dex save?
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty.
And that's it from Land. He just tosses out as much explosive devices as he can, and a thermal detonator, and hopes that there's nothing left.
Okay. As that bursts out, and you knock this Gamorrean, this follower guard there, and Len Marcus to his feet. Valen, you get ready to move in for whatever you can do in the situation, but Len Marcus stands up and then begins to move forward.
Sucker, man. I'm telling you.
Okay, Valen, you're
That's
up.
them.
Okay, well, seeing Land just walks up and just starts annihilating things, Valen's gonna follow suit, do his own thing, though, and he's gonna move up here. As he runs up, he's going to use the force to kind of make himself shimmer a little bit and a little harder to hit, and cast Force Blur on himself. So I have any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. And then there's a little caveat there. And then with that, he is going to take a swing at that guy in front of him using force tech. Let me check this real quick. That was an action. I'm going to quicken cast force technique and use that against him.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one. 24 hit?
Yes.
Alrighty. So in addition to this damage, if he moves voluntarily, he'll take 2d8 force damage as well as this 9 energy damage coming in.
What is the additional? You said if he moves, you're saying?
If he moves voluntarily, it's 2d8.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And that will be turn.
Oh. Hey. With that, before his Gamorrean guard is up, he will gonna go ahead and throw a bolt of lightning at Lan. .23 should hit.
Yeah.
Nine points of lightning. Something you've dealt with a lot today. And more of it comes. And then with that, the Gamorrean, shaking off the blast from the detonators, is going to get up to his feet and rush towards you. And let's go ahead and make an attack roll first. Will hit. .11 points come down, Lan with a heavy swipe of his axe, and he goes and makes another attack. And likely will miss with a 12. You dodge out of the way of the next one. The follower here in front of you, Valen, is going to go ahead and pull out a vibro weapon and strike out at you.
Okay, he's got disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, from
Okay.
Force Blur.
And that will fail. Go ahead and strike again. Fail as well.
And remember, that's a concentration spell, so I got to make a roll every time it does hit. So
Okay, all right.
I'll try to remember too, but just so you know.
Yep, good to know. And Dak, before you go, Marcus is going to spend some movement to come up, move up next to Lan. Dak, you're up.
All right. Dak with his bonus action is going to think for a moment and cast Force Focus on himself. Give him an extra D4 damage on his attacks. Then with blasters drawn, I'm gonna go ahead and move over this way and take a shot at Lynn Marcus with his blaster.
Okay. You fire off towards the dark individual before you, and it just seems maybe there's a protective energy around him that just throws it off.
I will use my whirling weapons feature to retry that attack.
Reconcentrating on the shot, you are able to connect the next time around.
Points of damage. Then use my regular extra attack.
That'll hit.
And let me see. I'm going to use my one of my superiority dice and try to make this a disarming attack.
Okay.
It's a strength save DC 13. It looks like.
Okay.
So
I assume against the dark staff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll the damage first, and then.
You notice that not Marcus, but the staff, as if it's has a defense of its own, completely resists any attempt to leave his grip.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. Since I did use a superiority die, I'll add that damage to the attack roll that I had. So I'll throw that. Ooh, extra one.
Yeah, better than nothing.
And then Dak will use the rest of his movement to slide. I'm gonna call this the little rock canyon area over here, if that's actually what it is.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. With his last legendary action. Oh. I sense something in you. And he will move up next to you, Dak. This movement does not provoke opportunity attack. Dem, you are up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do something I've been holding on to for. Yeah, no, I think it'll work better on this guy. I'm going to sort of start moving over here and making eye contact with the this dude. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting their name. You know what I mean?
Gamorrean.
The Gamorrean, thank you. And I'll say, my green friend, why pick on someone your own size when you can pick on an easier target? And I'm going to try to persuade him. I'm doing panache, so basically like a compelled duel situation. So he's got to incite my persuasion.
Who are you going after again? Sorry?
The Gamorrean.
Gamorrean, okay. Insight?
Yeah, against persuasion.
He seems insightful.
How do you pronounce that guy's name? Clues?
Oh,
Clues.
I'm going to... let me think. Okay, I'm going to use my Fate's Exploit, which is an 11, and replace that.
All right.
So that'd bring me up to a 24. And yeah, so basically it is just compelled duel. Let me bring it out here. It has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you and can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than you. It lasts for 1 minute until one of your companions attacks the target or affects it with a power, or until you and the target are 60 feet away from each other. So I'm just, targeting it basically, and then with that, I am promptly going to go and hide in a bush. So I will use my bonus action to attempt to hide with cunning action.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cularin, you are up.
Okay. Yeah. I will just sprint at this guy and try to kick him. Come on. I can hit an attack, right? Okay.
That'll hit.
Okay. 19.
Nice.
And then
It's gonna be over then. It's before it fucking started. Sometimes I hate this game.
Yeah.
I will punch without the special stuff.
Oh
That'll
my
hit.
gosh.
6.
Mighty D4s.
One or the other. And then I will use my bonus action to...
Actually, sorry. Give me a DC 18 dexterity save for each of those hits.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, on the first one, you will take what a modifier on this thing. Half
Doing
of
calculus
this.
over there.
So 8 points of lightning damage.
This is just like an effect for attacking him, right? It's not like an attack or anything?
Right. Yep. It's an
Okay.
effect from the melee attack.
Okay.
And then
Glad I
from your
didn't hit him.
second one that you failed, you will take all of 20 points of lightning damage,
Aw.
and you are pushed back 10 feet.
Oh, excellent. Then I don't
And
disengage.
shocked until the end of your next turn.
That's no reactions or bonus act. What does that do again? I used to know.
Let me look at-
Shocked. Can't take reactions on your turn. You can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Not both. Okay.
Okay, then I will use my last 5 feet of movement to back up. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. Follower is up and will rush in to Dem.
Can they see me?
Oh, it can't because it has to stand up because it was prone. Okay, it can't get anywhere. Oh, you hid, right?
Mhm.
I have him over towards Valen, and will take a couple shots at Valen.
Trying to go after this Gamorrean and letting people deal with the other ones for now.
That'll miss. 16. Valen?
He's got to do it at disadvantage.
Oh, any incoming attack?
It's all incoming attacks
Okay.
are at disadvantage. I don't think saves is affected by that, but just straight attacks, yeah. So 16 would hit.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a good roll there. Okay.
Yeah.
So a 9 and 16 on the first roll, taking the lowest, that fails. The second set, 18 and a 20. The 18 will hit.
With that, haven't used my reaction, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Not
With
that I
that, Valen's gonna throw up Force Shield, so he'll be able to. What was the 18 you said?
No,
That
23 to hit.
Oh, 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you might not even be able to block that.
No, I don't think I can. Is it a ranged attack?
Yeah. So
Okay.
15 points. He pulls up a blaster and takes a shot.
I'm going to use Disperse Force for that, though.
Okay.
Right, is that energy? I believe so.
It is energy damage.
I'm just trying to make sure it does that for energy. There are certain types. Sorry. Why does it not say? Yes, it works for that. So that's resistance to energy and 5 temporary hit points. So I don't know what that works out to.
So 7, you take 2 points.
2 points, perfect.
Yep. All right, this other follow here is. Did you roll a high dem?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm so sorry.
There.
Let me grab that. Stealth.
Okay, yeah, you're
27.
good.
Okay.
This one will run down towards Lan and strike out. 19 Lan.
I'll use my reaction to energy seeker. So
Okay.
me.
And second one will definitely miss. All right, Len Marcus is finally up. Bottom of the order there, and is going to, Dark Staff in hand, strike out towards Dak and thrust it at you, Dak. Give me a... Give me a Constitution saving throw. The staff comes and the end of it hits in the side of your neck, and immediately you feel this immense pain and just draw of energy from you. As you take 17 points of necrotic damage and 24 points of lightning damage. And
I may have a reaction for the lightning damage. Yeah, I can use think Force Reflect for that. It says I can just a D10, but it's for energy, force, lightning.
Does it matter what type of attack?
Just as a response to being attacked.
Is that Disperse Force? Or
No, force Reflect.
oh, that's
Oh,
like the upgraded
Any attack
Saber
with a
Reflect.
D20 roll.
One reaction which you take in response to being hit by a ranged attack.
Oh.
Force Reflect?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got to be a ranged attack. Level 1 power. It's that rider, that part of it is probably not in what you're looking at because it's in the casting period. Check the casting period. That's where it might be.
Yeah, that's the trouble I was having. It's down below in the little, like where you'd see concentration and range and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's in that little box. It says one reaction hit by a ranged attack.
Oh, well, that's stupid. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you've been hit with the staff, and it just feels like it drains the energy out of you, and you can see that it seems to almost slightly reinvigorate Marcus as well.
A different power. I've never taken that.
All right, Lan, you are up.
Okay. Lan is going to activate his jetpack and fly straight up in the air 30 feet.
Okay. The two next to you will swing out.
Gamorrean
Okay.
can't because he's focusing me.
Okay.
I have a class feature, cover to cover. Attack rolls against me on my turn have disadvantage. so we'll have disadvantage on this.
Really
attack.
just getting it here, huh?
Is
I
that
don't remember
always?
There
Yeah,
we go.
that's just a Deadeye Technique 7th
Oh, wait,
level
not that one.
feature.
It's
What, like melee attacks
there
or
you go.
just?
It just says attack rolls made against
It's
you.
pretty
every turn.
wild.
Yeah, it's insane. It's the 7th level Deadeye class feature.
Yeah, Ren had it too. It was.
Okay, well that will miss.
Yeah. And then Land's gonna be a bomber pilot and drop a grenade straight down.
Okay. Dex saves.
Yeah, DC 16 Dex saves.
They will both save.
All right, they only take 4,
Okay.
and that's it for Land.
You fly up out of their grasp, comically going to give you a grapple hug, and you're just, whoop, and then drop the grenade down below him, and the Gamorrean and the other follower just knows, like, they've been here before and not looking forward to that, giving each other a look of, uh-oh, as it erupts, hitting both of them. They're able to kind of dive out of the way, but still taking a pretty heavy brunt of that. We come back over here, and Marcus is going to...
Oh no, we get all his legendary actions back.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, we'll just kind of reach out through the force to you. Actually, it's going to go again, turn around and look towards you, Cularin. Give me a charisma saving throw.
My specialty.
DC 15. All right, so when you make your next attack roll, saving throw, D4 subtract from that. And then that's the end of that. Valen, you are up.
Okay. I can see everybody, right? There's no like altered terrain. It's all
Yeah.
fairly level.
Oh, I
Okay.
also missed this. Sorry. So, at the top of the round, as these large creatures begin heading in as well, Valen and Dak probably a little bit, but definitely Valen. You hear a very familiar voice in your head. Help comes, and then there's a heavy rumbling, cracking as something is crashing through the forest. The ground quakes with each thunderous step, and a tree near the edge of the clearing here crashes to the ground, and a massive Cularin comes through, totally T-Rex Jurassic Park style, to save the day and starts going after these other Sith-infected younger, smaller Cularin, and just laying waste to that threat.
Em has to like cup a hand over her mouth so she doesn't just like, totally go for it.
I forgot
All right.
all about the little ones moving in on us.
Valen, you're
Yeah.
up.
Whoops. Okay, so seeing all that go down, and I can see Marcus is quite focused on my friend Dak. And I didn't measure this out. I think seeing that, Valen knows he's gotta come do what he does best, and he's going to move. Oh, sorry. 30 feet down here. I'm aware that guy's probably going to attack me.
Oh, for opportunity attack?
Yeah, I figured.
It's disadvantage, right?
Yes. Although wait, didn't that one hit me, right? I have to do concentration for that, so maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Just
I only took
10 or
3
better.
damage. Is it just D20?
No, a con save.
Yeah, it's a con save. Yeah.
Con save. Okay.
You have to get a 10 or better.
Come on. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So yes, now it's a disadvantage. So.
15 should miss.
Just
that
barely
should not have been
misses,
clues,
yeah.
but it doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay, and down there, Valen's gonna reach deep into the force and throw out a wave of healing to his friends to help get them through the battle. I'm going to center it so that it can hit.
What size is it?
It's got a 30
Oh, you
foot.
place it.
Oh,
Yeah,
can
you should. Left side, the double ruler.
Well, the problem.
No. Place here.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh,
my
I think
gosh.
I did. Did I do it? I
Yeah, I
placed
did
it
one too.
on. Yeah, it needs to be like, or on the disciple so that I can get Dak. That was mostly what I was trying to do.
Okay, so you can get everyone.
Dang.
Okay, so it's going to be all of this coming in for heals. Everybody that's friendly to me is getting this heal, not the mean people.
So sorry, Krellin, you're out of luck.
And everyone gains 21 HP.
Okay.
Nice.
And then
Plus 7 extra.
no, I added that in.
Oh,
It
you
was
did, okay.
very low. I got a 1 and a 2 on those. It was not the greatest roll, but
We're all the same.
and I think that was as a bonus action. I don't think I used that. I'm going to activate Sarisu form,
Okay.
and that will be my turn.
Come on, Gamorrean.
All right. With that, before Cluse goes, Marcus is going to
Oh,
jump over towards you. Cluse is then going to attack down. So, Lan, these are at disadvantage
You s-
I'm
Oh,
only on my turn.
on your turn. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
well,
that's.
they're at disadvantage because they're not at me.
Oh, this one is okay.
Yeah, the Gamorrean. Loose.
Okay.
And that lasts for a minute, more like 54 seconds.
You were supposed to add 21, Krellin.
I know. I accidentally went to -10 and I don't know what I was at.
The Gamorrean is very distracted, but swings out towards you, Lan, and just cannot hit a thing. It's
I
not
don't know,
supposed to
something
be.
like
Why does
that.
it say Marcus?
Coming, my pretty.
Okay, and follower is up. Marcus will, with his last action, yeah, I guess just denounce. So go ahead and Valen, roll that charisma.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah, whatever.
Just that, right? Oh, shite.
All right.
Can you
So
use
your
my last? Can you
your
use my
next-
last one.
okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Much better.
Good. Could have been, yeah, definitely useful. All right. Is this follower affected by anything?
He just had the force technique thing on him, but it already ended on his
Okay.
when he took his turn, so it's good.
All right. Yeah. Come up to Lan. Lan's frustrating.
Rocket Man.
Oh wait, are you in the air?
Yeah,
Yeah,
30
it's
feet
30
up.
feet
Oh
up.
fuck! Then he wouldn't have been able to attack you anyway. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Well, then he will. Yeah, just come over and he'll. I mean, he'll use his blaster.
Blast.
19.
That'll hit.
Okay. 11 points of energy damage. Fires off another shot. 20 will hit. For another 9. 20 points total. Dak, you are up.
Oh, when Lynn moved, did it not? Did it
No.
avoid opportunity attacks? Okay. Alright, just making sure.
Legendary action move. Sucker.
Yeah. Seeing that Lynn has moved on, Dak is going to start firing some blaster shots at Lynn Marcus in his back here.
Oh, so close to that 20.
That will hit. He will... Yeah, he will reflect, though. I don't know what the hell level this is. Character sheets are so hard to... Alright, so it reduces... Okay, continue.
Alright, I will extra attack.
That will miss.
I will re-roll that one and miss again.
Oh man.
That will dual wield a bonus action.
That'll hit. Okay. That'll miss.
That's it for me.
All right, Dem.
Aha. Okay, gonna come out of hiding here, and I sort of burst forward and say, I know you all have been missing me. I'm going to... I guess I'll go instead up here, trying to avoid opportunity attacks as much as I can. And I will try and get this guy. So first I'm going to use my bonus action to feint, which is a deception versus insight on this Gamorrean. Whew.
Will
It's not
succeed.
gonna be enough.
Oh wait, nope. I forgot your modifier. So yes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do my Viper Rapier at advantage. Okay, lovely. Oh yeah,
That was
yeah.
a miss.
Yeah, that's about as much as I can do here. I'm going to... Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's about all
Are
I
you
can
not
do, I
inspired?
think. Yeah, you're right. I'll do an inspiration.
Inspired from all of our just super awesome fighting together, and
Yeah! Yeah, you're right. I will use an inspiration here. Okay, cool. And that's just normal, yeah? Forget how that works.
It's not meant to be.
he's supposed to get it too.
Oh man.
Amazing. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna smile very largely at the Gamorrean as, you know, he knows what's good.
Okay. Krellin, you are up.
Okay. I will move up to this dude and try to, not get electrocuted when I attack him.
That will hit.
I mean, -4, but yes, I assume 22 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Was Denounce just on the one attack, or?
Yes, it was just.
Okay.
Yep, I think it is only one.
Okay. Then I will hit him.
Yep, next attack roll.
Yes. Ew.
We'll miss on the follow-up.
All right, I will use. How many do I have? 2. I'll use a focus point to try and punch him again.
Okay. That will hit.
Yay.
Okay, 8.
Alright.
And then I will just sort of shuffle around with my movement, but I will end my turn.
Okay.
I forgot. Demwood's just gonna say to please leave the Komorian fellow to me. He has eyes for this one. That's about it.
Don't
And
forget
this
8
follower
minus 5.
will run over to you, Dem, and attack a couple times. Swinging out with its blade. 19 hitting.
That'll hit.
Okay, second attack. 15 will miss. So.
Yeah.
12 points of damage swinging in from that. And this follower surrounded is going to turn around back to you, Krellin, and make it a couple attacks on you.
Sure.
With a 24, which I assume hits,
Correct.
and a 23.
Also, yes.
Okay.
Do not want to open it.
So, first attack, 11 points. Second one, 7. 18 total.
Okay. I will reduce the. I would just reduce the first one. So the
Okay.
first one was 11 or 7?
11, yeah.
Okay.
11 first one.
So I'll reduce that to 5. Or does that go to
Okay.
6?
What
check that.
what are you using to reduce it?
Sorry, my reaction. What's it called? Uncanny dodge.
Halves it, right? Oh, yeah, it's 5 points.
Yeah,
5 points.
Okay. So 5 and 7. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Oh my god, I fucked my health again. What did I do? Just at 42.
All right. With that, Marcus is up and comes towards you, Valen, and says, I sense great power within you, and I would very much enjoy a taste. And he thrusts the dark staff towards you, connecting with your skin. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Just a con save, just that.
Con save. It hits, and it is a sharp pain that goes even beyond a physical sense. Your vision fades for a moment.
Oh, you're right.
As you take 19 points of necrotic damage. And 23 points of lightning damage.
Rolling these D6s so
Oh,
well.
wow. Okay, so that's 42.
Yes. He looks at you and he says, stand down and join me, and we will share in this power together. I will
I'm
give
not
you
a
no
big
more
fan of
chances. And with that, Lan, you are up. Literally floating above.
Yeah, Lan is attempting his best impression of the 1991 film The Rocketeer. Lan sees that these guys down on the ground below, just looking like little ants to him now, are being taken care of, and he's getting worried about Balin. So he's gonna take his bowcaster and send out some shots at Lynn Marcus.
Hey.
Oh, while he's doing that, Todd, do I need to roll for that? Does that
Or
affect concentration?
oh, absolutely, it would.
Okay.
So, can you beat a 21 on your roll?
If I get a 20.
That's true, yeah.
It's a save, right? Yeah.
That'll hit Lan.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
All right, it drops.
all right. I'm making him my quarry, of course, so get some damage in there.
Okay.
Right.
He will use reflect on that. And reduce all of it. And not on you, I don't think. Yeah, we'll go after. I'll send it back to Cularin.
Please.
16, Krellin will miss. Okay, the
Yes.
blaster bolt reflects off and comes your way, but goes wide. Carry on, Lan.
And undeterred, he's gonna try again.
That will hit. Very nice. He's looking very rough. He seemed to rejuvenate again, Valen, before you, as it seemed he literally sucked your own life force out of you and took that, but Lan just hit him with another heavy hit.
Gonna fly over here and drop a little grenade which will only hit Len with his bonus action. That's it for Len.
He will make sure to save that. Half damage on a save.
Yeah.
All right. That's your turn.
My turn.
All right. He will turn around to you, frustrated, Valen. Sorry, not Valen. Turn towards Marcus. Will turn to you, Lan, and put out his hand, still holding the staff in one. The sparks begin to formulate around his hands, and you know what's coming. A blast of lightning energy courses up. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Did I use my reaction? I think I did, right?
I'm not sure.
Disperse force?
Sever, you mean?
No, I thought I used disperse force. I know I did at least once, but I can't remember which one. I don't know if it was the last one. I wanted to sever force that if I can, but...
Yeah, I think you have it right now. I think you can use it.
I'm just gonna look at Marcus and go, no, you've done enough.
The lightning begins to course out, and then it just shuts off, and he kind of looks at his hands as like, what the hell, and turns around and is immensely frustrated. Valen, you're up.
Okay, Valen is very, very much feeling whatever the hell the Dark Staff did to him. And he's gonna kind of stumble and move up just a little bit, get himself in position. And he says, Mr. Krellin, I'm sorry, but I have to do this. And with his action is going to use Preserve Life. Krellin and I are going to take out of those 50 hit points and heal up to our maximum. I don't think anybody else, or half our max, sorry. I don't think anybody else is under half, right? That would be
Right.
within. Okay. So I go up 13 points to 31 out of 62.
I get 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna need them. And then I'm going to quicken cast and draw the force within me and look Marcus right in the eye, and I'm gonna tell him, you really should not have started down this path. This is always what it comes down to. And I'm going to upcast Force Repulse at 5th level
Okay.
and slam my fists into the ground right where I stand. So it goes to an extra d6.
Don't even need to roll it, but you please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yep. You take 8 points of lightning damage in the retaliation that comes off of this. As you burst out,
Is that for melee stuff?
when you attack Marcus, yeah. Go ahead and roll, actually, roll the damage for the goons. And I guess Krellin too. Or did you already, yeah.
No, I haven't.
So what am I doing? Dex save?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a DC 18 actually because of my
Oof. That's a nice name.
35 points.
I thought that would only happen to melee stuff. I didn't realize that would.
You got
35
that
damage.
You got that inspiration, so you can reroll.
Yeah. Always got inspiration.
my god.
Just saying.
When he said I would need it, he meant it. I am now at 1 hit point.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I take is that 16?
8 points because you saved.
8
Yeah.
8 points. Okay. Of what damage?
Lightning.
Lightning. So that doesn't work if you hit him with range? Damn.
Oh,
Must just
damn
be
it.
that proximity radius thing. Okay.
Maybe
Nice.
it's because you were in
Damn
melee
windows.
range and hit him with ranged.
That's what I'm thinking. It's a radius thing. So if you do anything
Yeah.
within that radius, you like an aura, guardian aura kind of thing.
Hmm.
So I get pushed back, right?
No, because you saved.
Okay. So that
You
should
burst
have
down into the ground, and this blast of force energy erupts out. This massive blast you've never seen before, tearing into the individuals nearby, including your counterpart Valen, almost putting him down and out. Marcus stands there and you know what? Actually, no, he would have done this. What do I got to roll to sever that? Force level higher.
it's a 5th.
10
I
plus-
casted it 5th level.
So he's got to make a check.
So it would be
15.
15. But if you're gonna sever, I get
Yeah,
my reaction
awesome.
back. I'm just gonna sever. No, Marcus.
Sorry, that's it.
You just used your reaction.
On
Oh, but it's your
your
turn now.
It's
Yep.
his turn, yeah.
You get your reaction back at the end of your turn? Or
I
the start of it?
always thought it was the start, but I mean, you
Okay.
never really use. I don't know. It's one of those weird
He's
situations
gotta roll
I don't
the-
find myself in.
The force sever first, and then we can figure it out.
True
right?
enough. True enough. It is a DC 15. Is that how that works? You roll and then you.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if he uses it as a reaction, he can cast it at any
You
slot,
can't take another
right?
one until the start of your next turn. So, yes, Valen would have that back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the end.
Does he have? I assume he has more than one reaction.
No, but he has. I think he still has a reaction.
Well, he did the force reflect thing from.
You're right.
Land, didn't he?
Yep.
Yep, you're right. Okay, never mind. All right. So yeah, the force energy erupts out and throws him backwards to the ground, lifeless, still clutching the dark saber in his hand. The dark energy still seems there.
That staff.
The rest of the individuals, they just kind of slowly back away, realizing the gravity of the situation and that there's not really an opportunity here to continue on, a reason to continue on.
Are you telling me that the believers have stopped believing?
Well, they've been done a while ago.
Oh, I thought this was them.
No, they're not.
Sorry.
These aren't believers.
Uh-oh.
These are followers. They just follow.
Yeah, they don't believe anything. They just follow it.
Well, that makes sense. They got no one to follow, so they're done. So the staff, are we out of combat?
Yes.
I think. Do you get some sort of impression off the staff? Like, is it gonna hurt me if I touch it?
As you kind of reach out to it, you sense nothing but the most evil energy you've ever sensed.
I'm gonna grab it. Warily.
You know what you're doing, Valen.
No.
Get your
No, I
boat
don't.
ready. Land just in case. Dak will keep his blaster out just in case Valen turns into crazy Dark Valen.
Well, first things first. I'm gonna heal both myself and Krellin with another use of whatever. Take yourself up to half.
Krellin like slinks beside Dak, kind of nudges him and shows him in his coat. He said, "I've been saving this one bullet because I always knew Valen would turn."
You called
Those other guys, they're leaving, right? They just kind of ran.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like whatever. So
Get eaten by the T-Rex as they run away.
So it's just malevolent dark concentrated in this staff.
you reaching out to it?
I think I have to use the Force. It's the only thing to destroy it. It's what we used to destroy the crystals that held it. I think this might be what I was getting a hint of. Whatever that was whispering at me. Do I actually know what that was that whispered? In the beginning that told me use the Force?
Oh, no, it was just kind of came to you as a voice.
General voice, okay. But I think that's what it wants me to do. It's like, I
You
need
reach
to be the one
out
to do it.
and grab hold of the staff from Marcus's hand. And it almost feels like it's burning. His dead grip holds onto it tightly. You pull it away.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
yank it out of his hands.
It's tough at first, but it does come free. You call on the Force, and you begin to feel your essence drain away into the black of the staff. You feel tired. The world around you starts to fade. The dark staff is weakening. So are you.
Does Valen look visibly like starting to, I guess, I don't know, look exhausted or like something's going on with him?
Yeah, I'll
perspective?
come to that in a second.
Okay.
Valen, do you continue to hold onto the staff?
I'll hold on to it, but before anything else, and Valen, would I kind of understand what's going on here?
I think so.
Like maybe? Like,
Yeah.
okay. I think real life me kind of just put that together. So.
Krellin cocks his pistol.
Kind of subtly, Valen's going to use the Force to undo his belt pouch that has all his credits, and he's going to throw it to Lan and just look him dead in the eye and say, pay off your debts and don't get into any more. And then I'll resume holding the staff.
And steps over to Valen and says, you got it all wrong, kid. You're supposed to die with a ton of debt. They can't get it from you when you're in the grave. And Lan grabs the staff too.
You're gonna grab the staff?
Yep.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, Lan.
Oh, God.
He's trying to Guardians it.
Yeah, I was thinking.
All right. You'll take 20 points of damage split between lightning and necrotic as you reach up to grab it and you're thrown back away from it. And Valen, you feel like Valen, you're more really you're not really in a conscious state. You know, you're able to kind of throw off your belt as you wanted, but you don't really see anybody. You don't see Lan come forward. You hear his voice and you want to tell him no, but you can't. And Lan comes up and grabs on, and you just feel this crack of energy inside you, Valen, full of darkness. But you feel and hear what you anticipate to be memories and emotions of Lan. Like his life energy has been pulled into this and is pulsing through this thing. But you continue to focus on the Force and use the Force to try and push back this dark power. The rest of you see Valen standing there holding the staff. His head throws back, expression of pain and exultation on his face. And it happens so fast. The jungle seems to shake as this crack, louder than 1,000 thunderbolts, rips through the air, coming down around where Valen is. A flash of light. And you don't see anything. And as your vision comes to, as the dust and smoke clears, you see Valen lying there on the ground. The dark staff nowhere to be found.
Dang.
And Krellin go over and obviously, check to see his physical state. Even though he already knows.
You're surprised. There is life in him. Jack, give me a perception check. A connection, a sense that has always been there amongst your group is still there, but it is immensely dampened. You sense Valen now the same way that you sense your other companions. No longer elevated in a way through the Force. Valen, you come to with a heavy breath. Your vision foggy. Your memories, your entire body tingles from from the experience.
What? Oh, what just happened?
You tried to join the evil people, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, I don't know, you still seem like yourself. Are you on one of those zombie things?
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
No.
Krellin backs off and puts the gun away, which he had like up against Valen's chest the whole time. He's like, I don't, just in case.
I feel like I got hit by a space bus.
What?
I
I think it was a lightning bolt, but
I think you destroyed the dark saber somehow. Or dark saber.
Yeah.
Dark staff. I rule Mandalore. No, you destroyed the dark staff somehow.
Huh.
How do you?
Is it gone? Is it over?
I don't see it, but how do you feel?
How do I feel?
You're very achy, very sore,
So I did get hit by a bus.
but
Space bus.
honestly, beyond that,
Ghost bus.
fine. Other than something else that you don't realize at first. Something that always was second nature. But once you go to reach out and sense that, then it hits you. This immense void that now fills your senses.
It's gone. It's all gone. So he'll instinctively just try to reach out for any of them in the force. Just maybe it's just something he ate. Who knows? Just try each one of them just to see if he can hear something or pick up some faint trace of anything. Just desperately
Nothing.
trying to find.
Nothing.
He's like, Well, small price to pay, I guess, for saving at least one star system. And just kind of pick himself up and dust himself off a little, just kind of like how you do after, like if you do like fall down, embarrass yourself and just try to dust your, pick yourself back up and gather your dignity about you.
Isn't there something you Jedi know all about the Force. Is there some way to get that back?
Well, no. At least no path that I'm willing to take.
You don't have Force Atlas.
The what?
Little blue pill.
Oh. You said like Force Atlas or something. I'm like, oh, what? You're like, no. In fact, about the only time I've ever heard something like this happening, it doesn't really come back. But we're all alive. The tree's still here. And well, I trusted the Force this far. I don't know why it would stab me in the back now. That's what I was supposed to do. That's what I was supposed to do. Besides, one of you would have probably gotten it wrong. Had to be me.
There's a rustling in the trees. As you turn, you see a pair of Terracins step forward. Seem to be, warrior types of one of the local tribes here. And they rush over and survey, investigate what happened. Tell you that Mother Hironi had sent something and sent these two out to see what was going on. And Dariana, sorry, not Hironi is the name of their village. But anyway, they come out and seeing that you're okay, tend to some of your wounds, are able to help out with that. Krellin immediately coming over to you and helping with that. But they don't really ask any questions. They just come to your aid and say, we can sense that whatever dark evil was here is gone. So if you did that, thank you. And they help you over to some speeders that they have. Not speeders, they wouldn't really have equipment like that, but some Cularin pulled vehicles, and take you through a long, slow, hot journey through the jungle, even at night, now that the suns have slipped beneath the horizon finally. The heart tree looming over behind you, where this great challenge carried out and has seemed to have saved the entire system. Once you arrive at one of the Erstats, you're greeted by many other Terracin who have seemed to have immediately gone to setting up a celebration. They know that what happened was a great victory, but the world has been saved, the system has been saved, and that hopefully not ever, or at least a very long time, there won't be any other evil like that again. You're asked to join and take part in a great celebration and feast and dancing and drinks throughout the rest of the evening with all the other Terracins.
What
do you do? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Valen he'd be joining in the festivities, but he would very much just kind of look beside himself, feeling more than naked for probably the first time in his entire life. And he'd be kind of subdued, but jubilant, still enjoying the fruits of our hard work, but still just kind of sad.
The days and the weeks pass. Things go back to a somewhat normal, whatever that is. Valen, you head back to the academy, and the masters there don't have, unfortunately, anything to offer. But you absolutely are revered as a hero for your sacrifice. You learn of the Jedi in the system who are coming together to head off and lead against a person who is said going out to hunt the Jedi. They don't want them to come to Cularin, so the Cularin Jedi are going after him. A great new Sith Lord. Valen, what do you do from this point on?
Well, without the Force, you'd be hard-pressed to aid the Jedi or even the Sith in doing anything. But with his healing and medical capabilities, he'd probably have, hopefully, a spot on the ship if he wanted it, or if it was available. But also seeing Krellin, seeing how he's doing with that Alderaanian sparkling water, and the whole pacifism bit, that does appeal to him on some sort of level. Not hurting people and still defending people, using different skills, but not, still doing somewhat like what he would have been doing as a Jedi, trying to solve problems without killing people.
I was gonna say, I think Krellin would approach Valen and, give his sympathies for what's happened, but essentially ask if he'd like to go travel the galaxy, do a little good, maybe learn what life's like without mystical voodoo at your back.
And
Just
what
the
do those
spiritual side.
activities include for Krellin over the next months, years, maybe?
Just kind of wandering from place to place, seeing what happens. Nothing particular, I suppose. Getting into trouble for the sake of good, helping people out. I think he's a bit of a better person now. A bit less selfish. Just wants to do a little bit of good. I think a little inspired by Valen essentially, potentially sacrificing himself. Wants to, keep on keep carrying the torch that Valen spent so much time and energy trying to keep burning for far too long, despite everyone else being like, it's not for us.
Dem, what do you do?
I don't know. Dem doesn't have a whole lot going for her. Tell you what, this is sort of the precipice of it all, right? But yeah, I mean, just going back, to her hometown and getting back up to her old shenanigans. I think that's
Back to Talia Bequa?
Yep. Home sweet home.
Well, there are two others that you might run into over there. Lan, what are you up to over these next few weeks, months, etc.?
Well, you know how it is with Lan. Lan's been going around. He's been passing out business cards, trying to make a name for himself as a bounty hunter. And, aside from that whole almost dying after touching the dark staff thing, it was going pretty well. But after that experience, he decides, you know what, maybe I should stop taking so many risks. And this experience helps him get over his gambling addiction. He saves up and he buys a new ship and names it after his old one, the Appaloosa Mare, and then promptly crashes it and has to go right back to work. And he goes round back to Talia Bequa, and he's certainly looking for some partners.
And one of those maybe you can work with still, Dak. What is Dak doing?
I did want to do something for Dak. I don't know if it would affect what he does.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Is that fine? So, at some point, whenever we all departed, Valen would have taken out of his little storage locker on the ship the two holocrons he spent a lot of time working on, and he'd take them to Dak at some point when they had a private moment and tell him, I want you to have these. I can't use them anymore, but I think that maybe sometime in the future, you might need them. They'll come in handy. I should know. I wrote them. And that'll be like their final parting goodbye.
Yeah, I guess at that moment, Dak would take them and just kind of look at Valen and say, well, you set a pretty lofty example to follow with this whole force thing. Don't know if I'll ever be able to do something like that, but I'll try to make the best of, I guess, the gifts I've been given. And Dak will kind of reach out, like a hand on the shoulder kind of a thing, and, you know, try to channel whatever sort of force, you know, minimal abilities he does have into Valen, just so we kind of, I guess, potentially sort of feel that connection to the force, maybe even just temporarily through Dak.
Thanks. I needed that. May the force be with you.
And with you as well.
Thank you.
And you know, if we ever get into a scrape, we know where to find you, right? You're a pretty good medic, even without the force.
Well, I appreciate that. I imagine I'm gonna get quite my work in traveling around with Krellin, so someone's got to patch him up.
You gonna take that lizard with you? Monkey lizard?
Oh, of course. I would not.
God.
I would not.
Yeah,
I
what's-
would
what's
not
the
leave him
epilogue
here.
for Jim?
We've
Maybe
been through a
that's why
lot.
Krellin saved the one bullet.
We've been through a lot. We've been through the first 8 circles of hell. I would not leave you with Jib and leave you in the 9th all alone. Don't worry. I'll take him with me.
Yeah, that would be cruel.
He's gonna learn to be a ninja with us, so it's all good.
Exactly.
So, sans Jib, what is Dak doing?
Yeah, so I guess back to the rest of the group, would eventually, I guess, over time, you know, once he knows Land, I guess, is still here in the area, and his ship's not doing so great, probably would find Land and Dim as well, because Dak remembers a few months back at this point. Can't remember who it was, but somebody we had talked to maybe has some information that was interesting to Dak about some previous people he used to work with. So I think he would ask Lan and Dim if you know, been saving up a lot of credits. I didn't buy a jetpack or anything through all this, so could probably do a couple modifications here to the Spry Hunter, get her you know, tip-top shape, and could use your help maybe tracking down an old associate of mine that has something that belongs to me. And you're a pretty good tracker, and Lan and Dim, you know your way around the ship. So you guys are more than welcome to join me on that.
Dak's getting soft. Look at that. Sure, you can count me in.
Well, the
The
droid's not.
nothing else to do.
Yeah, the droid's not the best conversation, so you know.
What are you talking about? Ufta, he's great. Like 2 peas in a pod.
As each of you go your separate ways, some of you together, you'll always have the connection back to the adventures you've had here in Cularin, amongst those damn asteroids, and most importantly under that large tree in the Cularin jungle. The most important one you've had, and the most important victory you've had. A few years down the road, Valen, as you take up as medical aid or whatever it is you seek, as you are helping an individual, you sense something that you haven't sensed in a long time. And that's where we end our campaign. Good stuff, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
I gotta say that was a bit of a twist. I thought I'd die.
I was gonna kill you.
Well,
Whoa.
I was kind
expected
of hoping
death.
it would
I was
happen. I thought it'd be
100%.
cool.
I mean,
That was still awesome. But
you know, either the rod was going to kill you or Krellin. It was one or the other.
Oh my
One
god.
or the other, absolutely. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah,
possessed. Like, no, I
Well-
think he's alive. Like, no, he's possessed. I gotta do
yeah.
it.
No, we gotta put him out of his
Whoa.
misery. Come on.
His little pea shooter.
38 episodes later for our half of the campaign. We have finally wrapped this up, seen
Wow.
through to the end of Len Marcus, the Dark Staff, and all of that. So lots of fun, fantastic time with all of you. And yeah, I appreciate you coming along on the story with me.
Yeah.
I super happy that Krellin came back. I was gonna say something about it, like, oh, that'd be fun if Krellin came back or something, but just in case. I
It
didn't
worked out
wanna-
well, yeah. And actually, there
Yeah.
was, because there was a character that he basically at the mural, filled in for, and it was perfect. So
Cool.
yeah.
Isn't that kind of what you did with Dem? Like, she,
yeah,
like,
actually,
was-
yeah, yep, was
Oh,
slotted
man,
in
good.
as a character. It just worked out really well.
perfect.
So
Just take out
Um,
their cookie cutter characters and throw in your own.
yep. So absolutely. But everyone watching, thank you so much. Be sure to go and check out the whole story if you need to catch back up or want to watch again on the Dungeon Jedi Masters YouTube. And coming up here in 2022, we will have many other great stories, whatever that may be. So thank you as always, and we'll see you on the next one. May the Force be with you.